awaken with a cold sweat. Your brow stiffens, then loosens. The air around you is cold, dark, wet. You don't know where you are, or even who you are. You try to look around, but your surroundings are too dark. You cannot see. You get up and realize you've been on a bed. A very soft, very comfortable, very homely bed. Almost like you've lived here your whole life. You get up as your vision starts to adjust, and you make out that you're in a room of a child. Your room? Are you this child? You can't remember. It's been so long since you've just remembered. You leave the room. You go down the hallway. You notice the bathroom, and you go in. You hear a sound emanating from the bathroom. It's my voice speaking to you from this podcast. Insert title here. And I am Satohara. You go further into the bathroom. What is this? What's speaking to me? And you look in the mirror and you realize you are Doug Funny.
Oh my god.
Nickelodeon's own jovial animated boy,
god.
Doug Funny. And this is your house. Welcome to insert title here, Doug Funny.
Really?
Really?
All that for a Doug joke?
Doug Funny. Okay. Well, hi everyone. That was the intro joke that Xander wanted to do and did not clear with anybody, so that's neat. Hi, I'm Devon Wavio.
Hello, I'm Technical Cake Mix, or just Adam, also known as the least submissive and breedable person on this podcast.
Oh, cool. We're already just jumping into that. You know, that's fine. Everyone who voted for me, I'm flattered because you know what that means to me? It means I'm the most fuckable.
Hang on. I want to point out that I specifically said in the clip, in the clip itself, that I would never breach this fucking topic on the podcast itself.
No, you didn't. I breached it.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Okay, you are in the clip.
So
I am the
somehow,
one who got in trouble.
Adam, you are peeking
somehow,
like a
this is
motherfucker
all
already.
fucking.
I gotta lean back a bit. Yeah.
Somehow this is already fucking just become a thing.
Yeah. Just because it's a fantastic poll and it's just hilarious.
No.
Devon's reaction.
I take it as a compliment because that means I'm the most fuckable. So I win.
You know what? Yeah, if that makes you feel better, that helps you sleep at night.
That's my W. That's my W. I'll take it. That's my win.
Your W. That's your much needed W.
This is how I win. I've had a lot of W's today. That's just another one on my list of many.
Okay, buddy.
So anyway, I'm not sure if it's on the screen, if Xander's already put it up there, but he's making a thing. Why don't you tell the lovely people at home the thing you're making?
I hope it's a pork roast.
This right here is the key to your indugoning. When activated and supplied with the proper quantum fuel, it will transport your soul to the Dougiverse and turn you and your friends into Doug and Doug Associates. Will you accept the challenge of the Doug, Devon?
I mean, I got nothing better to do right now, so sure.
Press Doug to Doug!
What's the Doug button?
I think it's X.
Okay. I pressed the Doug button.
Doug presses the Doug button to Doug and becomes Doug. His best friend Doug also Doug's the Doug, and all of them go to Doug. For
the record, we're all sober. 100% sober. But that one person who asked, stone cold, rock hard, sober.
So anyway, Disney's Doug is inferior to Nickelodeon's
No,
Doug.
he just said that. He just said that.
I don't know anything about
Disney's Doug is worse.
He's right, funny.
You're British, so I got to make sense.
No, I watched the Doug movie in theaters. That's a weird thing. I remember watching
Doug's
it.
first movie is Doug's worst movie because it's Doug's first movie, last movie, and only movie. Doug's first movie is Disney's first movie. Disney's Doug is the worst Doug. He's the worst Doug, and I will not take another Doug. Put that Doug under a rug. Get that Doug the fuck out of here. I'm not fucking putting that Doug in a room next to any other fucking goddamn fixture I have. Get that Doug out of here. Nickelodeon's Doug, he can stay though. That guy's a chap. That guy's a fella. That guy's a fucking lad.
Is he a mad lad, so to speak?
a mad lad, and he has a good dad. He's not a part of the bad dad lads. He's part of the good dad lad, which doesn't rhyme as well. But hey,
It's the mad lads or bad dads. That's us. But he's a mad lad with the good dad. What about the Macklemore
he's a
looking?
mad
fuck?
lad with the good dad. Mad lad with the good dad. Boo boo.
What about the Macklemore looking guy?
Which one?
The
Roger. Me funny.
Yeah, Roger.
I just remember like I don't remember anything about that movie apart from like he was counting down to the prom, I think.
Fucking okay. So in the original first 4 seasons of Nickelodeon, otherwise known as Good Doug, and I'll refer to it just as Doug from now on,
Okay.
because it's the only Doug I recognize in the Dougiverse, right? So like, out of the Doug CU or the Doug Cinematic Universe, out of all the Dougiverse and all that shit, like seasons 1 through 4 of Doug are amazing because they're commissioned by Nickelodeon and produced by the independent animation studio and all that shit, and it was just good old fun, and the creator of it had a lot of like fucking like hands-on approaches and insights to it and made sure like it conformed to a specific thing. That's why it's all super good and shit. And the best thing about it is fucking Billy West plays Doug. But when fucking Disney fucking acquired the studio and rebooted or like continued Doug a couple years after like the original fucking end, they didn't fucking rehire Billy West because they couldn't pay him enough money. Why would you not offer Billy West all of the
I
money?
mean, it's Disney. How could they not afford
It's
it?
fucking Disney.
To be fair,
yeah,
at that
fuck
point,
you.
At that point, wasn't he doing Futurama?
What year did what year did Disney take over, Doug?
Like 98?
Futurama.
I want to say Futurama was around that time.
99, 98, 99. Because
Well,
it's
they
right
would've been-
before
I have
2000.
an inability to look things up on this episode because my desktop is completely taken up by this thing, so please do the fact checking for me, somebody else.
So they would have started production at like 97, 96 though, because it takes it's like 9 months of work to make one episode fully animated.
That's probably what it was. It was probably too busy doing Futurama because the first episode came out in 99.
Yeah, first aired
March 28th, 1999.
no, yeah, and its final was September the 4th, 2013.
Oh, is this the episode where we talk about Futurama?
Sure, we can talk about Futurama if you want.
I fucking love Futurama, guys. I love
I love Futurama too, but I love Futurama fans getting annoyed at us. Me specifically.
Why would they get annoyed with you? Am I
So
about to get annoyed with you?
Sort of. So you're familiar with my dumb football team, right? Philadelphia Union.
I'm aware.
Their song that they use for their goal celebration stuff is "I Like It Loud" by Scooter. Particularly the bit that plays when a goal goes in is the do 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 do. So the hashtag they use on Twitter is hashtag Doop DOOP, which is also the name of the
Democratic
government
organization.
in Futurama. Yeah. And they get really.
Yeah.
So whenever Philly's playing and they're doing well and Doop gets trending because they're talking about the team or talking about the goals or whatever, Futurama fans go, "Why is Doop trending?" Oh, and then they realize, oh, it's a fucking sports team. And they get so annoyed.
Nah, okay, that's not that bad. That's just annoying.
They get so annoyed.
It's like if your entire life revolved around Futurama, like certain other people in fandoms, like I could not imagine my life getting to that point where I'm so obsessed with a specific fandom that it's like it engrosses like every single waking encompassing moment of my life. Like
What are the
I just couldn't. I couldn't. Like
what are the funniest? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, so like fucking Disney adults, man. Like they're the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like
I was gonna add. The team recently got. You know how on Twitter you can add a little emoji to a hashtag now.
yeah.
So they added the mascot, the Fang, the snake mascot for the team to the hashtag. And I saw some people trying to work out what is this a character in Futurama? And I'm like, that's fine.
No, I'm sorry. No, that's all it is. I'm sorry. No, but like I don't understand people who do that, who get so wrapped up in like a specific thing and that becomes their whole personality that they can't like be anything but that. Like
Yeah.
like people who like Harry Potter.
I don't want to be anything other than a big fan of some bullshit.
Yeah.
Take my money, capitalism, please.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter people are definitely the Disney people at this point.
They're like on the same like level, honestly.
Okay,
I think it's more annoying
Real
to
talk?
us because of our age group.
Probably.
fucking real talk. I hate Disney more because of like it owns 66.6% of all media. But, however, Harry Potter is more annoying to me right now because Disney isn't publishing turf shit that's being quoted by senators that is stripping rights away from people I love.
I will take the Like transphobic
So,
Disney over
This one time, Disney. This one time,
W.
I'm in your corner,
Don't fuck it up.
and it's not Kingdom Hearts related.
Don't fuck it up, Disney.
Probably back the microphone away from my face a little bit. I'm yelling.
God, I just don't get, like, particularly during political season. I remember, like, watching one of the debates, and some annoying woman was on Twitter going, this is when Elizabeth Warren was still in it, and she was just like, why would you not pick Hermione Granger holding a sock for every house elf? And I'm like, oh my, do you read these before you hit send? Like, do you hear
Does
yourself
everybody
think?
fucking does everybody forget that they laughed Hermione's ass off when she fucking was like, hey, this fucking house elf shit is slavery, and tried to free them and shit, and the entire like spew thing she did to try to like fucking free them and shit was an object of ridicule and comedic relief in the fucking books and shit. Like, J.K. Rowling was like, yeah, fucking slaves don't deserve rights, right off the fucking bat, dude. She was trying to fucking
How did we
indoctrinate
miss
us from the
that?
beginning.
How did we miss that as kids? Oh well, we were kids. That's probably
Because
why.
we're fucking kids.
Yeah. But for real, it's just like I remember I read all the books, right? Like I got through all the books when I was younger, and I was just like, yeah, they're books, they're all right. Like I don't hate them, and but like I never got obsessed with them to the point where it's just like, oh, this is my house. This is the like the sorting hat put me in this house, and then I'm gonna get my wand, and I'm gonna get my cloak, and blah 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 blah. Now I've got a scarf with the right colors, and blah blah blah. It's just like, well, I'm a Gryffindor, blah blah blah. It's like, no, I never got that bad. I never got that bad.
That's something a Hufflepuff would say.
I'm about to say, one, you're such a Hufflepuff, it hurts.
What the
Two,
fuck?
I kind of agree, honestly. Like, I know a lot of people say it's like the Star Wars of the millennial generation. Here's what it was like Star Wars, though. Star Wars is multi-generational, by which I mean in that a kid can watch Star Wars and get something completely different from an adult who watched it, but they both get something good.
What?
With Harry Potter, like I think by the time you hit like 15, 16, you kind of go, okay, yeah, this is definitely meant for younger kids than me.
Why am I a
Okay.
Hufflepuff?
Devon.
I'm still on this.
How aren't you a Hufflepuff?
About to say Devon.
What the fuck?
Devon.
I don't want to determine my house and do all that kind of stuff because I'm better than that. It's such a fucking Hufflepuff thing. Hufflepuff stands for hipster.
I'm not a fucking hipster. I just don't like Harry Potter to that degree.
Right.
Devon, you're
Right.
you're literally wearing circle frames, okay?
Yeah. Me and the other Gryffindor in the chat can see a
Wait,
Hufflepuff.
no,
in the scene.
Ravenclaw.
Circle
Ravenclaw.
frames,
I'm way,
bro,
I'm
these
way
are
too
for my
scheming. I'm way
eyes.
too scheming.
These are for my eyes, you ass clowns. They're supposed to help
Exact-
reduce blue light.
Red is positive, black is negative, right?
Yeah.
I don't see color.
He's talking electronics, dickhead.
I know.
I might actually have to edit that
No,
one out.
don't, because like I actually want to talk about that. Like,
That's
you know how people are like that, where they're trying to like be like, well, I'm not racist, I don't see color. I'm like, that's the problem, dumbass. Like, you need to see color and understand the fucking differences between us. Oh, hey, the Game Boy turned on, so that way you can be a better person, dumbass. Like people just don't realize that, and that just like chaps my ass every time.
You notice the people who say that tend to be the most racist.
Right? Right? Oh my god.
I
was
don't
watching
see
this
color.
thing- I was watching this thing on this fucking commune called The Garden that was like, is it a cult or not? I was watching Hassan react to it because I don't actually watch the things by myself anymore. I just watch fucking Hassan react lording, I guess. It's my life now. But fucking, I haven't even plugged in the camera to the fucking power outlet. So fucking,
Blonde
So,
moment over
like,
there.
this lady puts a California raisin in a scarecrow and then a big afro wig on it, and it looks like, yeah, you can't see Devon's face because we don't have the funds to put in the effort to do a fucking face from camera yet, but his face is the most exacerbated what the fuck bro kind of face ever, because yes, it is a California raisin, that's a good point. However, what does it look like? Oh, it doesn't look like a California raisin like that. No. And then she's like, I'm not racist. I don't see race. And some people say that's racist in and of itself. Well, and that's a sign of white privilege. But I think that's racist because you're saying that because I'm white, I'm like, oh my God, you unironic self-report. Oh,
Like the mental gymnastics this woman is going through to be like, I'm not racist. That's like one that's like, I'm not racist. Some of my best friends are black, like sort of thing. It's just like,
Yeah.
that's not how it works.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm fucking stupid.
You are, but that's beside the point.
Oh, I'm worse than fucking stupid, dude. So I've been recording the screen
Uh-huh.
and not the app. And I just had a video of me doing this to the Black Game Boy up. So I've been recording a recording of me doing this in the past instead of.
Good job. That's
Okay.
that's our editor, everyone.
I'm gonna clap sync right here for the video. Clap. All right, the video's now up.
Cool. Way to go.
I'm the fucking dumbest idiot in the world.
That's our editor, guys. That's the guy who actually puts these videos together and shit. Just for the record,
I have to-
so you all know.
Jesus.
I have to come up
Shitty
with.
fucking Christ.
Okay.
Good lord.
We can call this episode Harry Potter the Racist Game Boy.
I am not
would
making that
imply you-
thumbnail.
that would
I am
imply
not
this
making that
Game Boy
thumbnail.
racist.
The Game Boy's not racist. It's a Game Boy. It's the purest thing in the world.
Yeah,
It's a
it
Game
did
Boy.
nothing wrong.
It's a Game Boy Advance. It's advanced past our
All right.
measly mortal
So for all of
assumptions.
those in the YouTube video who were wondering where the fuck is the video, it's now up. We're now at this point. Also, I should probably flip it because it's upside down. God fucking damn it, dude! What is wrong with me?
There's a lot wrong
Zan-
with you.
Xander.
No, yes, my yoy yimba.
Xander,
There we go.
I'm the blonde one. I am incredibly blonde. What is up with you today?
My mother was blonde.
That'll do it. Yeah, he's 50% blonde. That'll do it. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
My dad has blue eyes.
Oh,
The
God,
Blue Eyes White
yeah.
Dragon?
You got the himbo genes hardcore.
Yeah.
The
Okay. So
Vembo.
for those joining us on YouTube, the Blue Eyes White Dragon Game Boy, the screen works perfectly.
Woo!
And there is no dead spots or dead pixels or any of that shit. So we can continue from here.
I should have requested a Dark Magician Game Boy or a Galaxy S Game Boy. No, Ace Attorney Game Boy it is. We stick with what we want.
Yes.
If you do want another one in the future, since I'm just making this one for you, you can commission it.
I might commission you for a Dark Magician Game Boy.
To commission him to send him a Game Boy and the parts.
Yeah.
My
Could you imagine a Blue Eyes White
my-
Dragon Game Boy? That'd be sick. Kaiba would be like, yes, finally I can play other games.
He's like, yes, finally, I can play Pokemon.
But he just plays a fucking mod on his fucking Easy Flash where all the fucking Pokemon are Blue Eyes White Dragon.
That's the thing, actually. Someone made a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon mod where all the Pokemon are Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and one of the starters is Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Wasn't there a place Charmander with blue eyes or something like that?
I think so. Like, it starts out as the White Stone of Legend, and then it becomes like some smaller version of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then evolves to Blue Eyes White Dragon or something like that.
I know Dark Magician is one of them as well.
Yeah, and so is Red Eyes, because it's like the Red Eyes Baby Chick, Red Eyes Retro Dragon, and then Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's pretty neat.
That's awesome. So what I've done is I moved the me watching my stream so that way I can make sure I don't fuck this up
Nice.
over to the other monitor. I got you guys popped out so you're in front of that, and now this my camera is all goodly doodly dude.
Goodly doodly
welcome to
dude.
go.
Wonderful.
Widdly widdly woo. Widdly
That's
woo,
definitely a way
widdly
to say
woo.
a thing. But
But
where were we? But what were we talking about before all that happened?
Disney's Doug.
You're right.
And why it's inferior to Nickelodeon's Doug.
I guess we're back on that.
Yeah. So Shadow the Hedgehog is a
Okay.
character from the original run of Nickelodeon's Doug.
Oh.
He appears in season 2, episode 3.
I don't think that's
Everybody
right.
thinks that Shadow the Hedgehog originated in the Dreamcast smash hit Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Royale, which invented the Battle Royale genre 16 years before Fortnite existed. And so like he appears, right? And he's like Skeeter's friend, you know? He's not Doug's friend at first. He's like, I am Shadow the Hedgehog. I am the ultimate life form and Skeeter's best friend. I do not recognize the authority of austerity of Doug Funny. This is who I am. And Doug's like, wow, that's rude. And then he becomes Quail Man and then kicks the fucking shit out of Shadow. Just unironically beats his ass. And Shadow's like, I am Shadow the Hedgehog. I have been bested by Quail Man and now have respect for Doug Funny. This is who I am.
This has been the Insert
And
Title
then-
Here podcast. Thank you for watching.
And then and then Sonic comes in and it's like, if you'd like to see more Shadow, check out the hit Dreamcast game Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Royale, the new first-person shooter experience by Sega PlayStation.
Adam,
See you there.
My
why-
soul.
Why did we
just
agree to this
crumbles.
podcast with him? Why did we agree to this podcast with him?
The next step of installing the screen in your Game Boy is to turn your soldering iron on to 230 degrees so you can apply the solder.
Okay.
Okay.
Why 230 or not 231?
Because 231 burns up a little bit too
Yeah.
fast in my
Why
experience.
you gotta be a pedantic little shit about it, Adam?
No, actually, that's a good question.
What's that?
So normally it would be pedantic, but when it comes to temperature settings, especially in Celsius and shit, when it comes to me working with this kind of shit, spot on temperatures and varying adjustments of 1 degree and shit is not pedantic. So thank you, Adam. Thank you for asking the question for viewers at home. Now you may notice, viewers at home, you can't see it on screen because it's just kind of off here, but I'm going to turn it down to 227 because we are just going to apply to this delicate ribbon here. I think it's just L, R, and select. Yeah, we don't need to do the ground.
Oh, Daddy. Daddy, give me 227.
That'd give me 227.
Why do I interact with you guys on a daily basis? I'm starting to
Well,
wonder.
you interact
like-
with us because one day when we were in post-secondary elementary high,
These two.
you
not
came
mine.
into my college and were like, hey, is that Kingdom Farts? And I was like, that is Kingdom Farts. And it was just a picture of Sora farting on Neku's face because they just revealed that Neku was going to show up in the next Kingdom Farts. And that's a lot of hair.
I don't remember that happening. I don't remember that part of the trailer
And
at all.
I was like, yeah, so The World Ends With You is a pretty good game. It stars Neku Fartaraba, and he likes to flatulate.
No, keep going. Keep going.
He likes to fart and he likes to shit.
You started
So,
this. You have
okay.
to finish it.
Let me rewind a little
The
bit.
world
So
ends with poo.
The World Ends With You is a game on the Nintendo DS where you control a character and you actually control two characters simultaneously. One on the top screen with a D-pad, and you control the direction of their farts. And on the touch screen, you have a more intricate way.
What's
of
the name in
interacting with
Japanese again?
the farts. Subarashi Kikoto Sekai.
You didn't make a fart joke with that. I'm kind of disappointed.
I said Kona Sekai.
Oh.
Should I colon?
Like
Sekai?
Colon Sika. Okay, it didn't come through on
Yeah.
Discord. I heard Kono.
Yeah.
So I thought you actually just said the title. Okay, colon Sikai.
No, Subarashi Kikoto Sekai.
Okay. Continue.
I may have misspoke and just said the name properly.
But anyways, continue with the
I'm
story
not
about... So the bottom
fucking
screen controls the direction of the farts.
No, the top screen controls the direction of
Right.
the fart with the D-pad, otherwise known as the pad. And the bottom screen is more intricate because you're able to control what we call Sykes, but spelled with an F. The F is silent, just trust me. It's silent but deadly. And
Damn it.
Fuck's
Hang
sake.
on.
For God's sake, Dander. You've literally made Devon do the dramatic glasses take off now 3 times.
I'm done. I'm just going to leave them off now. It's like, why,
All right.
I don't even want... No, I don't know why I try anymore. I don't know why I try anymore. I really don't know. So can we just talk about, like, something else?
You always want to wet your soldering iron before you try to do some soldering and shit, because it'll be more conducive to applying shit. None of that makes sense, but you'll see. Also, you want to move the screen away from the fucking soldering iron so you don't get goddamn solder on it and break the screen.
Yeah, please don't
Do
do
not
that.
be like me. Be smart. Move the screen away from any heated element.
Yeah, please don't ruin the Game Boy before I get to play it and ruin it myself.
I have another screen in case I fuck this up.
But what were we gonna? Okay, sorry. I want to talk about something, and my
Okay.
brain is absolutely fucking fried right now.
Your ape brain?
My ape brain is fried right now.
Your big
returning
juicy
to
monkey
Doug.
brain?
My big juicy monkey brain. Yes. Okay. So we were talking about before we got on the Doug train, or we were talking about. Okay, I was talking about Disney adults and like Harry Potter
Yes.
adults. Okay, so like, as I said before, I cannot understand like why that becomes their whole personality. It's just like, do they know that they're the most obnoxious people on the planet, or is it like they just not realize it? Because I have to think at a certain point they know they're doing it on purpose, right?
I don't think they do, because like you see them out here, like you see like for those who are unaware, I the British accent might fool you. I am British, but I live in the northeast of the United States. Particularly, I live in Pennsylvania. I live not
It's a
rural.
nor'easter.
I don't live rural, but I live pretty rural. And like you'll see like the soccer mom, as they call them out here, the SUVs they're driving around, and they have their kid's name in the Disney font on the back of them, and I'm like,
I hate that.
that's it feels like indoctrination almost, like kind of like a cult.
I saw one when I was getting coffee with my wife a few days ago. They had like
While I was getting coffee with my wife.
it had Han Solo and Princess Leia, and then like 2 kids next to it.
That's kinda cute,
and
actually.
a droid. But I was just like, so you're willingly gonna have one of your kids be Kylo Ren and murder you? Is that your goal here?
I mean, in our families, we are the Kylo Ren, so hey. But
Krylo
yeah,
Ren.
like I think it's though like you're not supposed to do
not
that
working.
shit. Like and I've seen Dexter and
Yeah.
I've seen particularly season 4 on the Trinity Killer. Don't do that shit because that's how you get marked by killers for
Yeah.
getting your kids abducted.
Yeah.
Like that's
Speaking
not
of
even a
Dexter.
joke. That's not
Speaking
even
of
a-
Dexter.
That's not even a joke.
Season
That's actually
9.
happened a few times.
They're making you season of Dexter, aren't they?
Okay, did you guys see the trailer?
No.
Did you guys see the trailer?
No,
I haven't
I've
seen
only-
it.
I've
Okay,
only ever watched
I
the
need you
first,
guys right now as I try to figure out how to solder this. Go watch the trailer.
Okay.
No,
Right now, in the
No.
middle of this recording.
Okay.
no.
We'll pause the recording.
Lumberjack Dexter's canon. And not
Okay.
only is it canon,
Hold on.
it's continuing from Lumberjack Dexter.
okay,
He's
okay,
a lumberjack. He's Lumberjack Dexter, Adam.
Xander, I have seen the first 4 seasons of Dexter. I watched the first episode of season 5 10 years ago and haven't caught up with it since, so I'm quite behind. on this.
Spoilers for the final season of Dexter. Exit now if you don't want to know. There's a serial killer who sucks, whose name I don't remember, or motivations I also don't remember, who ends up killing Deb somehow, and then Dexter gets super mad and then throws her body at sea and fakes his death, and lets the serial killer lady that he was fucking in the previous season take his son, and then goes and lives in the woods and fucking becomes a lumberjack, and that's how the series ends. The newest fucking season literally picks up with Lumberjack Dexter, Adam.
Yeah,
Lumberjack
okay, I see it.
Dexter.
He is a
Michael
lumberjack.
C. Hall playing Lumberjack Dexter. Okay, I cannot fucking begin to put into words how fucking much I love Michael C. goddamn Hall. Michael C. Hall is one of the greatest fucking actors I've ever seen act on any fucking stage, fucking film, fucking radio, fucking voice acting, all that shit. He's been in some stinkers like Gamer, let's be honest. But like,
I was
you can tell
literally
he
thinking
had
about
fun with
Gamer,
that. Yeah, like Gamers is probably his worst, but you can tell he had fun with that. But he's also been like in a bunch of other like crazy ass like on stage shit, you know, like fucking plays and shit that's fucking super banging, like Hedwig and the Angry Inch and all that kind of shit. Like
Wasn't
Michael
he
C.
in-
Hall is fucking legit, and to see him back is one of my favorite characters, even if the fucking everything past like fucking season 4 isn't good. I don't care if the entire season or all these episodes are bad. Seeing Michael C. Hall as Lumberjack Dexter is fueling my entire soul with fucking spirit energy, and I'm about to spirit cook because of this shit, Adam. I'm about to spirit cook real good.
Didn't he play Lazarus in the Black Star stage production? I think he did. I remember
His
thinking
face.
about that.
Xander's face right now.
I can't
Yeah.
look this up. Please confirm.
Yeah, because they did a Black Star production that David Bowie was writing to go along with the final album. Black Star Lazarus.
Can I just say how much I love that album too?
Yeah, it's a great album.
It's a
banger.
great album.
Stage production. Yeah, it was Michael C. Hall.
Please tell me there's a recording.
Probably
I have
if you
not
look hard
jerked
enough.
off in a while.
You're gonna jerk off to David Bowie? Yeah, that's
put a
actually, you
picture
know
of
what?
Hall
That fits
at
for you.
character.
in David Bowie. It's like the perfect thing ever.
It's gonna make, yeah, you're gonna nut in like what, three strokes?
Yeah, apparently, I don't know if there's a recording or not. I think there may have been plans for a DVD at one point, but I don't know what happened to that.
That's interesting. I didn't know they did a live production of Black Star. That's really it's really cool.
Well, I think it was called Lazarus, but Black Star was the penultimate song.
well, it's the album's called Black Star, so
Yeah,
that's why I call it Black Star.
yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, so I remember watching up to season 4 because season 1 through 4 of Dexter, which is the stuff I have watched. That's a banger. I've
I've never watched it.
It's a good. I recommend. I've seen season 1 through 4. I recommend. It's
Yeah.
hearty good.
I have a lot of things I need to get through before I start up new stuff, and I have new things coming in that I should not be playing until I finish those old things, but like I really want to interact with those new things because they're cool. Like
I'll
Ace
be sending
Attorney.
something. I'll be saying something you want to interact with soon, buddy.
God, do I want to know what you sent me? I didn't see it in the picture because when they sent it back to you,
fuck the post office.
okay. Actually, yeah, let's talk about the post office real quick.
Yeah, I sent a package out to him, and I put his full address on there, including his apartment number, and everything's fine. I drop it off at the post office, and I notice on the little screen thing to the address, oh, you forgot to put the apartment number. Oh, it's fine. They'll read that label. Did they?
No, they
Fuck!
didn't.
I got it back this morning.
Not only that, but everything
beat the crap out of
inside,
it.
yeah, everything inside was just like all over the place. It's just like, wow, thanks UPS. Not like it says fragile on it or anything.
Yeah, I had to go out and get some replacement bits because
Yeah.
some of the stuff I out was like, I live near the Amish, so I get some Amish produce for these guys, like the dried goods I can send up. And like a container of like Jello had like exploded, like the powdered stuff, and I'm like, God
Jesus.
fucking
The problem was I wasn't using flux. Always use flux, kid.
Also, the lemon drops I got you exploded, so if I haven't got any lemon drops, I'll find you something else.
The
I'm just glad
sadness.
those. I will tell you one thing, a little bit of spoiler alert, but it's a good spoiler for you. I did find some Amish peanut brittle I put in there, so I know you like peanut brittle.
That's my
That seems
shit.
to have survived. That seems to have survived.
That is my shit. So peanut brittle, okay. So before I want to talk about the UPS still, but like, let me talk about peanut brittle for a
It was
second.
USPS, right?
Yeah,
It's like
USPS,
yeah.
yes.
It was a flat rate
Yeah.
box.
I love peanut brittle so fucking much because my grandma, a wonderful old Hispanic lady who I should probably call because she just had surgery, and I hope she's recovering well. I love you, Grandma. You're probably not listening to this because please never listen to this, Grandma, but I love you. But like,
That's an endorsement.
but like, she makes the best fucking peanut brittle, and like, every Christmas she sends me some, or when I go visit, I nab a bag full of it, and that is just mine. No one else gets it. Like, it is my peanut brittle, and I fucking love it. I think Xander's had some of it before. Like, yeah, I've shared it with Xander before. That's that good shit. I fucking love that peanut brittle. So if that peanut brittle's any
before I
good,
move on.
I'll take it. It's amazing.
I'm not a peanut brittle fan, but it seemed to be popular because they rarely have it in stock, and when it does get in stock, it seems to go like, oh, I'll grab that in a bag.
Shit's good. This shit's good.
I also grabbed a baggie of fucking yogurt and dark chocolate covered like pretzel bites for Ale, which exploded in the box as well.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
I'm going to find some other chocolate type things.
That's all good. But yeah, so like the USPS, extremely hit or miss.
Yeah.
Because when they hit. But when they miss, God, do they fucking miss? Like, okay,
That
like
was a bad one.
that was a bad one. I've had one before where like, okay, so I got a package. Okay, so I won a Link Nindroid from Tokyo Otaku Mode.
Nice.
And they shipped it to my apartment. Well, when they shipped it, I didn't realize that someone needed to be there to sign for it. And at the time, both me and Ale were working. So she wasn't able to get it, and I was able to sign for it. So we just didn't get the package. So, well, where I worked and where the post office that we were living near was it took, they closed at, I think, 5:30. And I didn't get to work till 4:30, and traffic where I live is god awful. So it would take me an hour to get there alone. So I hurried the hell up. I sped there, and I got there with 5 minutes to spare. And they did not let me come in and sign for my package to get my package back. I was just like, guys, I get that it's like 5 minutes before you close, but like, I live like where I work is pretty far away, and you close really fucking early. So like, come on, let me just sign for my package. They didn't let me do that. So like, okay, fine. Then Ale, you take the car and just pick up my package for me. It's fine. You know, you live there. She couldn't sign for my package. And I was just like, why not? She lives at the same apartment as me. It's like, well, her name's not on it. I'm like, she's my wife. Like, why can't she sign for my package? It's so stupid. And it's just like, yeah, no, she's not on the package, so she can't sign for it. I'm like, this is stupid. So I came in on my day off, mind you. So I came in on my day off. I got my package. I was like, thanks. Who's the manager here? And I got in contact with the manager. I'm like, hi. So yeah, I had to jump through so many hoops just to get this signed. Please go fuck yourself. And I just walked out the door. Like, oh my God, I was so mad. I have never gone through so much bullshit for a single fucking package. Like, I get that the USPS is a tough. That's a pretty thing. I get the USPS is a tough job. I fucking get it. Like you're delivering a lot of mail, and there's a shitload of mail that needs to be delivered. But like that level of ineptitude is fucking infuriating. Like holy fucking shit, that is insane. Like how could you be so inept at something?
This is the first time I had issues with my local one. Because second time I had issues with them.
Well, we don't even know, was it with your USPS or our USPS? Like that's the thing.
I'm pretty sure the crush happened on the way back. Because looking at the damage on it, it was recent. Okay. So I think it happened on the way back. So
it's kind of a both in this situation.
They fucked up on the address, and I'm thinking about a life hack, by the way. If I change the return address and don't put mine in, I put yours in, they have to return to sender.
I don't think it works like that, but
that would be kind of genius if that was it and they do that again.
Could you imagine?
What's so funny is I wrote the full address on. I literally put the apartment number on a separate line.
I saw.
And like they couldn't read that, but they put a sticker over it.
Yeah, they literally put a sticker over it. It's just like how you literally saw it. Someone had to see it to put the sticker over it. So why did you just take it to that address?
Why did it's so funny? Like if it, like they don't even deliver the apartment. I'm guessing your apartment's got like lock boxes or letterbox, whatever. They probably do packages like that. Do they even put them in those boxes?
No, they bring them to the door.
So just fucking leave them at the door.
Yeah.
And why did it matter?
Like my wife was home. She was home all day. I took the car that day. Even if I didn't, she still would have been home. Like someone would have been here.
I need to rebuy some things. I probably won't send it out this week. I'll send it out next week. But like,
it's fine.
Fucking damn it.
When I get paid, I'm sending out yours and Xander's. Which, happy early birthday, by the way, Xander. I wanna.
Oh yeah, when this goes out, it'll have already been my birthday.
Yes.
How old are you going to be, Xander?
I have no fucking idea.
He's going to be old, but not as old as me.
He's 28. He'll be 28.
The concept of time doesn't make sense to me. I don't feel it.
Yeah.
So am I the oldest one?
Yeah, you're the oldest one by like a year and a couple months.
Yeah, I'm 29.
Yeah, we're both 28, so it's not a big age gap. All our life experience, the main difference in our life experiences is where we grew up. Because for you, it's just like not America land. Yeah. So
completely foreign to you guys, and I get annoyed by a lot of American things.
And
like roundabouts. Why can't you motherfuckers do roundabouts?
I could do a roundabout, no problem.
I don't know what.
Okay,
that is.
This happened today, and I got so annoyed. So I'm turning. I had to go to Weiss to pick up some things, right? So to get to my local Weiss, for those who don't live in the northeast of America, Weiss is kind of like it's a slightly upmarket grocery store. For my friends back in the UK, think Waitrose, but nowhere near as pretentious.
You have friends?
We went with the gold holographic thing.
Thanks, Devon. That's actually cool, Dan. That's very cool. But like, so I have to do a roundabout to get there, right? And now people around here, the roundabouts have been long enough that people understand they work. They just don't indicate on them. So I indicate that I'm going to the third exit. So I indicate left, which if you think about you're driving on the other side of the road from back home, so indicate left to go around, right? I indicate left, I look, it's clear, I go. Because you give way to the left, back home you give way to the right. Mm-hmm. And then this fucking 18-wheeler pulls out in front of me in the next exit, and I just hit the horn honking. And I'm like, he didn't even look. He had his hand up covering his eyes. And I'm just like, you fucking idiot.
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay. Hold up. Okay. So like, yes. Okay. Like a few days ago when I was driving home from work, there was a semi. Okay. So the way I come home from work, I go under one of the big highways where I live. And as I was going through here, this big semi is in the lane to the right of me, right? And I'm in the middle lane, and this semi pulls out in front of me to turn left. I was like, "Are you fucking insane?" And I hit the horn, and then he turns left again to go back this way, like he's going under the underpass to go back up the highway. I'm just like,
I love these.
Where the fuck is how is my driving sticker at, motherfucker? Because believe me, you deserve a goddamn call for that one. Holy shit!
Oh my god,
I was looking so bad. I was so fucking furious.
I was looking for it on the back of this motherfucker, and it's like, well, he had to go, you know. I'm like, he didn't even fucking look, and I had my lights on, and I had right of way. And Liz was just kind of like, well, you know, he had to go anyway. He was already going. 1, no, he fucking wasn't. 2, Indiana plate, which means he fucked his sister while looking at the Great Lakes. Fuck that guy.
Right.
Okay, so now we're talking about vehicles. This is something Xander, he doesn't drive. So this will let him
Yeah.
focus on working on the Game Boy.
I have driven in 2 different countries, and driving in America is a whole different fucking animal.
So okay, I want to talk about something. So when I drive,
Before you move on, as noted in a previous episode, I'm epileptic, and they won't let me drive.
yeah. So okay,
I'm just British, and they let me drive.
okay, so yeah, they're both kind of equally bad. Okay, so I wanna talk about this. Okay, so when I drive, I get some massive road rage, but I deflect my road rage into trying to be humorous, so that way I'm not actually mad when I drive. So, as an example, one day me and my wife were driving back from a date. We went out, we grabbed something to eat, we went to the mall and did some shopping, just had a good time enjoying each other's company. So on the way back, this asshole, and of course he's in a fucking pickup,
As they always are.
this asshole in a pickup cuts me off. And in the back of his vehicle are roof shingles. So this man, he's a roofer, obviously, or he's doing work on a roof.
Or he likes to do roofies.
Either or, he could be doing any of those things. I don't know. He's a piece of shit. He probably would. Anyway, he cuts me off, right? And I'm fucking pissed because I'm trying to get on the fucking highway, and he cuts me off while I'm trying to merge onto the highway. And I go off and I say, verbatim, I said, "You stupid motherfucker. I hope to God that when you're up there on that motherfucking roof shingling your stupid piece of shit house, that you slip and fall and break your fucking neck and you're paralyzed from the neck down. So that way your family has to take care of you. And as they're taking care of you, it slowly tears them apart as you realize what a worthless piece of shit burden you are. And then your wife gets so fed up with having to take care of you in your useless vegetable state that she decides to end it all and tries to suffocate you in your sleep. But it doesn't go all the way. But and you end up being a brain dead vegetable in a hospital hooked up to a machine for the rest of your life as your wife is in prison and no one has the rights to kill you. So you are just in a constant state of being alive, but also you can't do anything for the rest of your life. And I hope that's how you spend the rest of your miserable, pathetic existence." And Alan,
Opinions of Devon.
and Alan just looked at me. She just looked at me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm just like, "Oh, I'm fine. I'm perfectly okay." That's just how I deflected it. Like it's so boring just to go, "Oh, you stupid asshole, honk honk, go fuck yourself," that sort of thing. That's boring. Like it's just boring. But it lets me be creative while also being mad. So imagine me saying that I was shouting the whole fucking time.
See, I get caught up here. I used to get people used to cut me up a lot more in the old car. I now drive, as much as I don't want to admit this, I've been driving an SUV for the past 6-7 months.
That's not that bad. I was borrowing an SUV for a while.
Yeah, before then I was driving an estate car, which is your standard 4-door sedan. I think they call it here in the States.
Yeah.
And I must admit, I do quite miss driving the estate because
that's nice.
Because it's not that it's particularly fast or anything. It's just a straight 4 for its engine, right? But because it was so light, it accelerated like a motherfucker. So when people try to cut you off, you just I'm like, bye. Oh god, this is actually here's a story.
Okay.
When I was living in Philadelphia, I used to drive up to this area roughly to one of the cities nearby for one of my contracts when I was doing when I was working for Oculus. And I used to do one shift in a store in Philadelphia, and then I'd drive the hour and change up here and do the shift up here, right? Then come home for the evening. It was the Saturday afternoon, so I used to get a lot of dickheads. Saturday about 2ish, you get a lot of dickheads who would just try and be assholes and just try and cut you up and shit, right?
Yeah.
So I would take the highway up there, pay to get on the toll road, off I go down I-95, and I'd usually get the left-hand lane, just put cruise control on for 85 and just go, because even the cops aren't going to stop at that point. So you're by yourself, who cares? I had this one guy, and of course he's in a fucking pickup, because they always were. And he's flooring it, and he's trying to cut me off, but he can't quite. I'm not even trying. I'm just literally pegged in. It's clearly a very heavy vehicle, and he can't quite keep it up.
Yeah.
And he keeps flooring it, and he keeps cutting me off. And I'm staying on the left lane because I see traffic, and he keeps weaving in front of me and behind me to get around the traffic in that lane, and then just trying to accelerate it. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. And he keeps doing it, and he keeps putting it, and he gets right up behind me, flashes his lights, trying to get me to speed up, and then drops back and does it again over and over again. And I'm like, okay, motherfucker. Okay. And he starts speeding. He starts speeding up really bad, and I start playing with him. So suddenly I'm looking from 85, 90, 95. And he's like keeping up with me. Because I know in about 2 miles ahead of me, there's a speed trap that's always there on the weekends. Always there.
Mm-hmm.
And with half a mile to go, I suddenly slow down gently. He zooms off straight away, get in the right-hand lane, and just drive at the post at 70 miles an hour for the thing. I count down about 2.5 minutes. I go past where the speed trap is. Guess who's pulled over?
Fuck him.
That's probably the most evil thing I've done on the road here in the States.
No, dude. I mean, like,
I knew what he was like. He was harassing me. He was swerving around motorists, and I was like, you know what? Let's have some fun today. I go say, woo! And I'm like, ah. As when I went past, I literally looked over because I saw it was like some middle-aged guy, and he looked at me like, oh, and I just kind of waved like, hi. The moral of the story is, don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah, it's not hard to not be a dick while driving. Just pay attention.
Like, it's just, I don't get it, because the way they drive up here, they just want to get one car ahead. Like, congratulations, you've gotten 30 feet in front of me. Have you actually made any time on your destination? No. If you're late, you're still late. If you're early, you're still early. If you're on time, you're still on time. Like, you haven't really changed much. Barring, like, traffic fucking you over, there's not much that's really going to change there. So why are you driving like a lunatic?
Yeah. Like, if I'm late and I know I'm late, at least I'm going to show up with donuts and a coffee.
Like, the dude's, like, flooring it. Like, I see these guys, like, here, they're flooring it all the way up, and, like, but they're still getting hit with the same red light I'm getting hit with. And I look over, and they're, like, a car and a half ahead, and I'm like, congratulations, you went 10 extra feet.
I love when people do that, because I'll just like, look how far ahead you got. Good job. Good fucking job, dude. I make it very obvious what I'm doing in the car. I'm like, good fucking job. Way to go. And just like these guys are dumbasses. Like, why? Driving, man. Fucking driving. Okay. Fuck, man. How'd I go from fucking peanut brittle to this?
And I swear to God. I swear to God. You show an American a roundabout, and you can fucking hear the window shut down noise, by the way. It's like, doo-doo-doo-doo.
It's not
don't know how to fucking deal with it.
Dude, no, there's a roundabout.
And I'm like, okay, it's so simple.
There's a roundabout in the mall, like in the mall area where me and Ali go to sometimes. So like, I know how to do a fucking roundabout, but like, what really chaps my ass is like people that don't know what yield is. Like, they just full on stop. It's like, it's called a yield, not a fucking stop. If someone's coming, then you stop. But if no one's coming, just fucking go. Like,
I get that it's not in the American driver's manual. Well, it is now, actually.
It is. No. I just realized, what really chaps my ass about driving is people, okay, so like when you turn, okay, so there's like, so you're turning left, right? And there's two lanes to where you're turning left, right? So it's like, it's like one, and they go
for viewers in the UK, it'll be turning right for this example.
And they go into the further lane instead of the closer lane. It's like, why do you do that? Why do you fucking do that? That's not how it works, you fucking idiot.
There's one like that near me, where you can do that. There's like two lanes that turn left because it's turning into like where the Walmart and stuff is near me.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I will use that right-hand lane sometimes if there's a lot of traffic. Because the idea is there's a lot of traffic, you can be there and then you just merge together.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is when you get to the merge, most of the time, it's fine. People go one, the way it's supposed to. And then you get some asshole tries to push in front of everyone else and no, they won't let him. It's so funny. Someone just literally sit in the middle of the two lanes and be like, nope, not today, motherfucker. Yeah. Not today. And who is it always trying to push their way in? It's the cunt in the F-150.
Truck.
It's always an F-150, or it's a Ram, or it's always an American-made truck.
I used to drive an F-150 for the longest time, but that's because that's all I had. Like, that's the only vehicle I had access to. So I know how to drive a truck. I know how to drive a truck, but I'm not an idiot in the truck.
They're cheap as shit, and fucking redneck Randy goes, oh, I got me a V6, not realizing that V6 isn't there to be fast, because it's not going to be fast. It's there to haul around that half-ton of dead weight you have called a bed. Which, what are you going to haul in that, bud? Oh, I might sometimes haul some firewood for the one time a year I do a fire in my backyard. Apart from that, I'm going to do nothing with it. I'm just going to have dead space and ruin my fuel economy. Oh, and then I'm going to raise this motherfucker. Yeehaw! I'm going to raise it, and I'm going to ruin my handling. So I'm going to ruin my fuel efficiency even fucking goddamn more, because I'm inbred.
I hate raised trucks more than anything. Okay, so you said something that I was gonna actually touch on. Okay, so like Fucking firewood, dude. My granddad had a wood stove that we would use in the winter to keep warm. And when I got to a certain age, whenever we go to visit, he would always make us go outside and chop firewood. So like,
because you're young and healthy and he's old and frail.
My grandpa, okay. My grandpa on my dad's side is not old and frail. Like, he might be now, but like, my grandpa has never been an old and frail man. Okay, let me learn you a story. This man, this man, this majestic god of a man. I love my grandpa, if you couldn't tell. He straight up was hired. I'm not sure if he was hired, but he was taken with Discovery Channel to go to Alaska to hunt a bear, because he's a veteran. They wanted to get veterans specifically to hunt bears, right? They were doing a video project on this, and
he means the furry with teeth and nails.
Yes.
Kind.
Okay.
Not the kind you find in Soho.
Anyways, oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, so they go to Alaska, right? And the first day of filming, a bear gets into the camp. So my grandpa finds out there's a bear, and he just goes out there and he gets his gun ready to shoot the bear out of the tree because they've chased up a tree. And the production guys were like, no, stop. Like, what? He's like, what? He's like, you have to put a shirt on. Like, my grandpa just goes out without a fucking shirt on, gun in hand, ready to blast this fucking bear out of a tree. And these guys are like, no, you have to put a shirt on. You have to put a shirt on for the camera. It's just like, oh, come the fuck on. So like my grandpa puts a shirt on, comes back out, and blasts that bear through the fucking heart, and it is dead before it hits the fucking ground, right? So and that's pretty impressive for a man his age, shooting a fucking bear out of a tree, right? You know what makes it even more impressive than that?
Yeah.
My grandpa's fucking paralyzed from the waist down.
So you're telling me this bear got owned by Professor X with a rifle?
Yes.
That's fucking badass.
That is fucking bad. My grandpa is a fucking badass, all right? Oh my God, my grandpa is a fucking badass. I love that man. Like, he taught me so much survival shit. Like, he's the reason I know how to like change my own tires and change my own oil and like do a lot of shit with my car, because like, well, he and my dad are both the reason, but like, I attribute it mostly to my grandpa, because when my dad was teaching me how to do stuff, it was basically I learned how to hold a flashlight and get yelled at. With my grandpa, he made me do this stuff. He's like, here, take it, you can do it, like do it like this. I was like, okay, cool. And like he let me learn by doing, which is like how I learn things. I learn by doing. Like, I will push people away, like, here, let me do it, let me learn how to do this. So like, my grandpa knew how I learned how to do things. I learned by doing, not by watching. So like,
see, I wish I had that, because like when we had a flat tire a few years ago, like, I'm kind of like, what do I do? I'm sat there with my father-in-law, and he's like, and then Liz just gets out, shoves me out of the way, and changes the fucking tire. Which is the story my father-in-law tells to this day, because it was the funniest thing.
Well, okay,
and she's there in like high heels and a dress.
Why? Well, okay, but like, why does he think it's so funny? Because he doesn't know what to do either.
No, he did. He's only taught Liz how to do it.
Oh, okay.
That's why he thought it was so funny.
Oh, okay. So he was like, at you. Not, okay,
yeah.
That's funny. Never mind.
I'm like, what do I do?
Funny.
And he's like, give me instructions. And she just goes, for fuck's sake. And just gets the nut out of the fucking glove box. Just gets on with it. I'm like,
it's amazing.
Okay, then.
That's amazing.
All right.
No, I know how to do that. Like, I've had to change my tires whilst on the side of the fucking highway, like, several times. Like, oh my God. So, like, speaking of tires, Xander knows this story. There's two stories with me involving tires, okay? The first story... Is one
involving a tire swing?
Huh?
Is one involving a tire swing?
Well, that would be a third story.
I have now attached the wires to the ribbon.
Amazing. My Game Boy is coming along nicely. So, okay, but the tire swing story is, I was 5, my tire swing broke, and I got sand in my eyes, and I cried for like 10 minutes. So that's not a great story. I was like 5.
Still a little bitch.
Okay, anyway, so I have my car, my shitty little Ford Focus, and my friend is going off to go to the Navy because that's what he wanted to do with his life. So we were having a going away party for him, and I was driving on my way up there, and wouldn't you know it, I just got my tires rotated and got my tires taken care of by a local tire place called, I don't remember the name,
Don't name drop him.
I will not name drop them.
Don't
I
get into
remember
publicity.
them. But anyways, and as I was driving down the highway going 70 miles per hour, because that's the speed limit, my tire fucking
he won't convince.
bumps off my fucking car, and I see it go boing, boing. Oh shit! And I just like I hit the brake, and I slowly turned into the fucking the safe area, and I'm like, okay, well that just happened to me, and I found my tire wrapped up in the fence. I was just like, I almost fucking died. Holy shit. So that was the first time it happened.
You sit there just like contemplating mortality.
Right? I kind of was for a second. I'm alive. The second time it happened, I was in my parents' truck, the truck I spoke about previously, and I was going to Funimation with Xander and She Who Must Not Be Named. And I went and I had my audition, and it was all right. I had a good time. I felt pumped, and we were on the way back, and we were going through a certain part of Oklahoma off of I-35, and all of a sudden, I see the tire pop off of my truck, and my hand immediately reaches out, catches both Xander and her, and I steer it into the... Yeah, no, you were in the front with us. All three of us were sitting in the front. So I steer us all the way over, and I keep us safe. And I'm like, are we okay? Is everyone okay? Are we all right? Is everyone okay? They're like, yeah, we're fine. I'm like, good. Fuck! Goddamn motherfucker, son of a bitch, shit, goddamn. I was so mad because it wasn't my truck. I was scared because I thought I was gonna get in trouble because the tire flew off the truck, and my parents were gonna get on my case about it. That's how my relationship with my parents is, by the way. So and that I was freaking out because I thought I was gonna get in so much trouble, and and I was looking for the tire, and my dad was like that is the second time we have had tires done by this place specifically, and it's fallen off of a vehicle that you were driving, and I'm glad that you were driving it because you have experience with that, and no one else in the family does. None of your siblings have experience with that. I'm like, thanks, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, but it's kind of I'm happy you were all right, but thank God it was you and not me.
Yeah, I was just like, thanks, Dad, I guess.
Wow.
And, he was pissed though. The next day, he went up to the place that replaced the tires, and it was $1,500 worth of work. He's like, you're gonna fix it for free because you did this, because he had just got the tires done by them, and I took the truck that same fucking day. And it happened that same day. And I was just like...
What do they do? They're not tighten it enough? They use the wrong size?
I don't know. I think they just didn't tighten it down enough, and it just became loose while driving on the highway. Because, from where I lived in Oklahoma and where the audition was about 300 miles. So I drove 600 miles about... I would say about 500 miles, because I was about 100 miles from home when that happened. And the tire just boop, boop, boop off. I was just like... Luckily, it didn't hit anybody. Luckily, neither of the tires that went flying off my vehicle hit somebody.
Oh, God, yeah, imagine.
That would have been way worse. I've
seen the video of it when it goes over the edge and it goes in someone's windscreen, it just wipes them.
Yeah. So luckily, no one was injured. And that was I have the devil's luck. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. I have the devil's luck. I'm not a lucky man. I'm just knock on wood for that. I'm lucky enough to not die in certain situations, knock on wood. I don't know how many times I've almost died because of something, and I was just lucky enough not to die.
I've only been in one serious car accident in my life, and I'm glad that the driving instructor I had installed into me what to do in that situation. Mm-hmm. I think I've told you the story. It's when I crashed the estate car.
I think you did.
It could have been a lot worse than it was. But for the podcast listeners, effectively, I was driving... I can say where I used to live, right in Philadelphia area. I was driving in South Philly, going from Norristown towards the Camden Bridge. So I'm going down the hill, down the University District. I forget the exact name of it. You approach D'Alessandro's going down the road. I forget what it's called. Big, long hill. People in Philadelphia know what the hell I'm talking about, because you've got to use it to get to fucking anywhere. It's raining, it's wet, it's miserable. Actually, N was in the car with me. It's when N was visiting, so N's been in that car crash with me as well. And I'm going forward, everything's fine. The traffic's a bit heavy, but whatever. It's raining. Guy 2 cars in front of me runs a red light.
Uh-oh.
Sees a cop at the red light. Slams the brakes. The Jeep behind him goes into him.
Ooh.
I'm at a safe distance behind, but I aquaplane. However, because my driving instructor taught me to, I cock the wheel. So I hit on the corner of the car. I hit basically where the headlight is, which is one of the strongest points of the car. I hit on the corner. Completely. Yeah, I broke a headlight and I bent like a little bit of the bodywork, but it's fine.
At least you're like it's still drivable.
Yeah, it's still 100% fine. It's not an issue. And like realizing like I did that, like that was the smartest thing I did, was to cock the wheel there and to slightly smack it in there. For the car that cut the light there was a Prius, and that thing was fucking total. That Jeep murdered it. The Jeep from me got like a grapefruit sized dent in the back of it, and I broke a headlight. Like it was
big deal.
We were fine.
Yeah.
It's so funny because the cop was handing out tickets. Me and the Jeep did not get tickets, for the record.
Good.
We were found at fault by the insurance because we hit people. But like the Prius was the one who got the ticket that day for running the red light, and causing a pile up, basically.
Dumbass.
And like, wow, it was just like, wow.
I think the only thing worse when driving is when people get pulled over is the rubberneckers.
Oh my god,
those are the worst kinds of people. The people that just like, oh god, and you're gonna cause a second fucking wreck if you don't pay attention to the goddamn road. Like, I know everyone loves to look at a car crash. Everyone loves to look at a train wreck. But fucking pay attention to what you're doing before you're the next fucking person in a stretcher or street spaghetti, okay? Speaking of fucking street spaghetti, holy shit. Ooh. So like 2 days ago, I'm walking to work, right? Like I go park my car in the parking garage and I go walk to work. It's like not even a 5-minute walk to my job from the parking garage. And I'm playing Pokemon Go and like I hit a couple Pokestops and like, you know, I'm paying attention to my surroundings. Like I stop at like, you know, the crosswalk. I hit a Pokestop. I keep like my eyes on the crosswalk to look left, look right, then I go. So while I'm waiting to go to the CVS that's right across from my job to get like a Red Bull, because like, you know, I just want an energy drink in the morning to keep me awake. I get like a sugar-free Red Bull. I take a look and there's this guy with his kids, you know, him and his wife and his 3 kids. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's neat. I look down, I spin a Pokestop, I look back up, I see the toddler, like couldn't be more than like maybe 2-3 years old, in the fucking bus lane, and a bus is coming, and I was just like, oh god. And like the mom quickly runs out and scoops the kid up from the street and slams that little shit in the stroller. I'm just like, I almost watched a toddler become street spaghetti today. Holy shit. Like,
that was almost parking lot pastrami.
Yeah, parking lot pastrami. I was like, holy shit. I almost saw a kid die today. Oh no. Oh my god.
Jesus
I'd have been like, I literally would just call my boss like, yeah, man, I can't open today. He's like, why not? I just saw, like, I've just seen a 3-year-old's brain splatter on the pavement. I'm not in a working mood today. Bye. I'm just like, gone.
Good lord. Well, they probably closed like everything on that street as well.
Yeah, too, because that street is like, so it's a pretty busy street downtown where I live. So like, I wouldn't, everything would have closed down for a while.
Building a fucking Game Boy during the podcast is a bad idea.
You having problems?
Yep.
How many problems you having?
A lot. Plus, I'm not saying shit.
Huh?
Well, are you having 99 problems, Xander?
I'm not touching that joke.
Oh.
But a bitch ain't one.
Hit me! Bomb.
Can I talk about I've actually been listening to a lot more Kanye recently.
Oh god.
Well, not just Kanye, but I also listen to like, well, it just randomly plays. Like when I play Gambino, I just have a random playlist that goes off of just like stuff I listen to. So it also plays like Kendrick Lamar and Tech Nine and stuff like that. And just like, I actually don't hate all this music. Like I used to not really care for like hip hop and rap. But then like listening to more of it, like I actually really enjoy it more than I thought I did. And I grew up listening to fucking Shaggy, and like that's fucking hip hop from the 90s. Like, of course I would fucking like hip hop. Like, why don't I? You know, like I just
Shaggy's the I think it wasn't me guy, right?
Yeah, it wasn't me and Angel. Like those were the 2 hits. You've never heard Angel? How have you not?
I don't think so. No.
That's weird. You should listen to that.
It may not have made it to the UK, to be fair.
That could be it. Anyway, so like it's like I love those songs. Like I grew up listening to those songs all the time. So like, why did I ever have it in my brain that I wouldn't like hip hop? You know, like why? I think it's just because like when I was growing up, I was such like a contradictory. What's the word I'm looking for? Contrarian. I was a contrarian. I wasn't cunt. Well, I mean, I guess you could say I was.
Yeah,
but I was a bit of a contrarian. So like, I didn't like the popular shit that all my friends were listening to.
Yeah.
I could not get into it because it's just like, oh god, I don't like this. I don't like because there's all this popular shit. Like listening to this older shit. You know, I was like that kid. But like going back and listening to it now, it's just like, no, I really like this. Why was I like that? Why was I like this? You know, I was just like, I was such a fucking chode. Oh my god.
I've got a bad habit I do where like I will intentionally wait until the hype or the fan base or something has gone quiet before I check it out. I did that
smart.
with I did it with a lot of things. I did it with Five Nights at Freddy's. I did it with Undertale actually. Undertale's been quiet enough. I think I can play that now and avoid all of it. I did it with LA Noire. I did it with certain. I think I did it with a lot of like TV shows as well. And like I get why I do it. It's just because I cannot stand these fan bases.
Yeah,
like, fan bases
are the worst. Like the Disney adults.
The Disney adults are a prime example of this. But like, think about like the worst fan base you can think of and realize that like all fan bases are like that.
Yeah, they're bad. That's why I don't actively engage in fan base. What's up? You say something, Xander?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought I heard Xander say something.
I went like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, but no, that's why
Adam was me.
Yeah, I did. He sounded just like you. But yeah, no, I just actively like try to avoid all fan bases if I can help it, because it's just like they are just toxic cesspools, echo chambers that are just the worst possible thing. And if you just don't agree with one thing that the entire fan base agrees with, you're a social pariah and they want you dead. And that's why I just like, I stay away from it. I just fucking stay away from it. I do not engage.
And it's for everything. Like no matter what the fucking fan base is for. Like, I remember what happened. Was it on Tumblr? Was it Steven Universe, which is a kids show?
Yeah.
Like that? And I'm like, it's a kids show.
Yeah. No, and like,
about peace and love.
And that's the problem with like fan bases, dude. It's like they're literally fanatics. So like I just try not to be a fan of things, you know. It's like we can be fans. You can be an enjoyer. Be an enjoyer.
Be an enjoyer. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we can be a fan or an enjoyer of things. Just don't to borrow a phrase from our Australian buddies. Don't be a cunt.
There you go.
It's that simple.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Just don't be a cunt.
Yeah. No. And it's just so weird to me. That people just will just react so violently because they take it as an attack on them. And it's just like, it's not an attack on you. I just don't enjoy this particular part of this piece of media. It's just like, I used to get frustrated when people would shit on Crom from Fire Emblem, but it's just like, whatever. I get it. It's just like, I get you don't like this specific game, and that's fine. I don't care anymore. But like, I will never understand the people that just go like, well, you just don't get it, and you're just a piece of shit, and blah, you just didn't play it right. You're just a terrible person because you're just like blah blah blah. I'm just like,
see, this is why I'm scared to talk about God of War on publicly, because fuck it, the cat out of the bag now. So the PlayStation 4 God of War from, was it 2018? I did not like that game.
Really? You didn't like Dad of War?
I did not like Dad of War. I tried. I tried. I bought the game short it came out. I was like, yes, it's probably my cup of tea, and I tried it. And I got so frustrated. And it's straight up the presentation that bugs me. Because Kratos is literally in the... So I hate to bring this game up again, because it's compared to everything. It's not really fair to a lot of these beat-em-ups or hack-and-slash games. Kratos is taking up what would be considered like in like a Batman Arkham Asylum game where you're just walking around, right?
Yeah.
Batman's taking up the third of the screen. So you walk around there. It's a bit more like it's supposed to be enveloping, but Batman's taking up so much of the damn screen space.
Yeah.
The thing is, in those games, when you get to combat, the camera swings back and overhead to give you a full view of what you're doing. In Dad of War, Kratos stays right there. And seeing everything that's going around is a pain in the ass. And it tries to eliminate this by having like a quick turn button, which the problem with it is that Kratos doesn't turn fast enough. And 90% of the time, for some reason, Kratos like goes to tank controls when you do it for like 5 seconds.
That's
weird. And it controls like, I'm not the only person who said this, by the way. The game controls like shit. But the game actually controls like fucking dog shit. And this is, if this was like a game in like 2002, 2003, right? I'd have probably looked the other way because, okay, you're trying something different. No, this was 2018. Yeah. And it wasn't like we hadn't gotten these hack and slash games like with this kind of presentation done properly at this point. like to look at Ninja Gaiden, was it Ninja Gaiden Sigma that was on Wii U? Was it Ninja Gaiden Black? That one did a similar thing, right? But like Batman, it pulled the camera back, because I hate to bring up Arkham Asylum again and Arkham City, because again those games get brought up way too much. But they did it right. They did it right where Batman's there, goes to combat, camera
It's
goes
go
back.
medieval on this goddamn Game Boy.
But like fucking
Make it your
I hate
bitch.
to keep bringing these games up.
Hold on.
I hate to keep bringing these games up, but
Before we keep shitting on God of War, Xander, you can make that Game Boy your bitch. I believe in you.
Okay, I think
Get
I
the
got my
cat
cable
names out.
management down. I had to desolder the cables because I didn't fucking properly wrap them around, and now I think we're good, and I should be able to start building the rest of the contacts and shit.
Yes, we used to actually just do streams like this. Like he would build the Game Boy, and I would just talk. We would just talk the whole time.
we just vibe.
Yeah, and it's a good vibe. It's fun.
Oh my god.
But no, you're right. Like God of War came out and showed how you do not do a third-person action game.
It
So
really
that's
did,
interesting.
and people-
But you know what? Also came out the same year and also showed how you do it a third-person action game.
Devil May Cry 5.
No, that was 2020.
that was the year. That's 2019.
No, 2019.
When I-
No,
Yeah, Special Living Here.
Spider-Man.
Right, I forgot that was the same year. I
Yeah,
haven't played
same
that
year.
yet.
Oh,
That
you
console
haven't.
looks really
Wait,
good.
you haven't played Spider-Man PS4?
No, I haven't really played much console. Like, newer stuff in a while.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
I was kind of half waiting until the inevitable PC port happens, because we know what's happening.
I don't know about that. I already got a PS5. Dude, I could send you my PS4 copy because I have it on PS5. And
If you want.
I've
I
platinumed it
will
like
eventually.
30 times.
I haven't mean to play it, to be fair. I need to put the PS4 back up here, actually, because right
The
now it's
idea
down.
behind this Game
it's
Boy
good.
Advance is Ace Attorney theme, and it's perfect that we're working on it right now, as the newest Ace Attorney game comes out this week.
Yes, it comes out tomorrow. Same day as The World Is With You. I'm so excited. Okay. I love Ace Attorney. I love it so much. And it's so weird how I got into Ace Attorney. And actually, Ace Attorney is kind of how me and Adam are friends.
Yeah.
And I'll go over that later. But like, I fucking love.
We'll go over that on the After Dark podcast
Yeah.
special, because that's a whole fucking.
That's a
can of worms.
whole can of worms. But like, okay, so like, I got into Ace Attorney because I watched like a Phoenix Wrong, which is basically, if you don't know what a Phoenix Wrong is, they take the sprites from Ace Attorney and they put them over media clips, just random media clips, and just have them talking and doing random wacky shit, and it's funny as hell. I don't know why I find it so funny, but like, it's so funny. And I think it actually, another one is Boot to the Head. If you haven't seen,
I've seen that
yeah,
one.
the Boot to the Head is fucking classic. They remastered it in HD, by the way. Someone took the HD sprites from the newer games and remastered it, and it looks fantastic. It still hits. So like, I watched those, I'm like, oh, this is funny. What are these from? And I saw Ace Attorney. So I'm just like, okay, I'll check this out. And it was on the DS. And I'm gonna cop to something here. Again, poor kid. So when I saw this, I didn't have a DS. I had a computer though. So I emulated. That's right. I'm the person that those memes of SpongeBob is saying that I should die. That's right. I pirated and emulated Ace Attorney 1 and played through the entirety of it on my computer. Okay.
Devon.
But I was a broke kid. If I had the opportunity to buy it, I would have. I have
But
several
since then
times.
he has bought it. If I say since then he has bought it, like how many fucking times?
I bought the DS version. I bought the mobile phone version. I bought the 3DS collection, and I got the PS4 collection as for my birthday not too long ago. So I've bought the first Ace Attorney 4 times.
Did you not get it on Wii U when it was?
No,
came out
sorry, 5 times. The Wii version. Thank you. I forgot I had the Wii
Wii
version.
version,
I have the Wii version for all of them too. So I've bought Ace Attorney that many times to make up for the one time I pirated it. But and I played through it, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. So it became a quick favorite of mine. So I was just like, I saw a bunch of people on Twitter were doing this thing called role playing, and I was just like, that sounds like fun, and I want to do a character. I'll do Phoenix Wright because I really like him. And the timing was perfect because I made my Phoenix Wright account, right? And shortly after I made my Phoenix Wright account, they announced Phoenix Wright in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and my account fucking blew up from that point.
2010 was fun.
That was crazy.
No,
It was
Was it
2000. It was 2011. It was like
No, it was later than that. I was
November of 2012. It was
I was
2012.
dating Liz at that point.
Yeah.
I was dating Liz when that game came out.
So he got announced in 2012, and right after I made my account, I was just like, well, that worked out perfectly, didn't it? And Ace Attorney has just become this huge thing in my life that I am just like, I'm the Ace Attorney friend for most people on Twitter. Like, I literally own a fucking objection shirt. Like, of course I'm the fucking Ace Attorney friend. And like,
you should get an objection tattoo.
I would actually. I would get an objection tattoo. I would probably get like one of the characters pointing or something. I wouldn't do the objection.
Get objection, but as a tramp stamp.
Jesus Christ!
Get the lawyer
badge. Oh, the lawyer badge. That's genius. See, this is why I listen to Xander. I get the lawyer badge, the defense attorney badge. But anyway, I fucking love Ace Attorney so much because it's just such a big part of my life.
I think we're almost
and like I don't know, it's just super good. And like I have so many friends that are just like, why don't you just cosplay Phoenix? I'm like, I'm gonna cop to this on stream. My wedding suit is blue.
Oh yeah,
I got it with the express purpose to reuse it in the future as a Phoenix Wright cosplay, and my wife agreed to it because it not only matched Crom blue, but it also matched Phoenix Wright blue, so it worked out perfectly. So my wedding suit is repurposed as a Phoenix Wright cosplay.
I can't tell if Ale is a lucky woman or a very patient one.
A bit of both. She's a
little column A, little column B.
She's a wonderful woman whom I love very much, and she'll be listening to this later because I'll probably be forcing her to. So hi, honey, I love you. And yeah, so like that's my shit though. And my wife agreed to let me do, because like, okay, there was a blue suit I saw a long time ago that I wanted to buy because it's like, this is perfect for Phoenix. I never got a chance to buy it because I didn't have the money, and the money never lined up. So then I got this suit, and I'm just like, this is perfect. And like, I have the excuse that this is my wedding suit, and everything fucking worked out perfectly for me, and I was so glad. So now it's just like, eventually I'm gonna get myself a red tie, and I will have my full Phoenix Wright suit ready to go. I already have a defense attorney badge somewhere, or I can just buy one off of Etsy or some shit, which I'll probably buy a nice like metal one. God. What is with you and making jokes about inbreeding? Oh right, that's right, that's your whole monarchy.
You're about to say there's that, and also the joke also applies to me because my entire family, genetically speaking, is from the West Country of England, which is effectively the countryside.
Oh, so your family, your family tree doesn't branch.
Oh, it surprisingly branches. Then we actually looked this up recently for a different project about a year ago, and we were surprised that like what scared us was that the family, the village, and the area where my parents are from, the family hadn't left it.
Really?
Since like we were finding people like all the way back to the Middle Ages.
Wow.
And we're just like, oh god. So I'm the first one to really bail. My mum's family's from a different county, from Dorset, so like there's no issue with
I remember we were going back through like family trees, and Liz was like doing mine, and we got all the way back to like the 1500s. Yeah. I was just like, that's crazy. But that was only on one side of my family, because the other side we could not find anything on. And that tracks because like I could see that side of the family not having a lot of detailed stuff. Like all my heritage on my mom's side of the family is passed down verbally. And I think that's like mostly a Hispanic thing. Which I love I love my grandma to death. I've already said that once before, but like I love my grandma, and she taught me so much about like Hispanic culture when I was younger, and now being married to a Hispanic woman and remembering a lot of what I was taught, it makes me glad that she took the time to teach me those things, because I can truly appreciate like stuff like Dias de los Muertos, and like other holidays that are just a super fun time. Like I love spending time like that with my wife and doing stuff like that. And Xander is currently gripping his forehead in frustration.
I'm fucking stupid. And guess what I've been sitting here trying to do?
What?
I've been trying to close the fucking case without screwing down the goddamn motherboard first.
That'll
do it.
Going back to Devon, you appreciate everything, which is fantastic. You appreciate everything, but you can't speak Spanish.
I can speak some Spanish. It just didn't stick.
Okay, Okay. Dos cerveza, por favor, is not speaking Spanish. Though it will help you out a lot in several areas of the world.
Like, I'm trying to learn. It's just difficult because it's like I'm trying to find the time to do it.
You're also learning later in life, which is a lot harder.
like,
Apparently, if you want to learn language, it's probably got to learn them like young.
I tried. Like, my grandma tried to teach me Spanish when I was younger, but it's just like it just didn't stick because we didn't speak it all the time.
Okay,
like I used to be able to.
Easy. I take back what I said about Retro 6. You're cool.
Like, my grandma tried to teach me Spanish when I was younger, but I was a how did she put it?
Gringo?
A cabeza el burro, donkey head. That's my grandma's favorite insult. She used to call me a donkey head all the time when I was younger, and she would say it like that. I'm just like, yeah, no, that tracks, Grandma.
We just call you monkey brain.
Well, you know. But
Same thing.
Same thing. Donkey brain, donkey head, monkey brain. You know, I think it's just because I was stubborn as a kid. But like, she tried to teach me Spanish, and I took a lot of Spanish classes as a kid. And when I was in high school, my high school Spanish teacher did not give a shit. Like, she just didn't, because it was like, it was mostly like, we're gonna watch this movie in Spanish. Here's a worksheet. We're gonna watch this movie in Spanish. Here's a worksheet. And then some dude flashed his dick in the middle of class at me, and it was just like really jarring because like I was a young kid and I was out of class for 2 weeks because of that, because I was like, what the fuck did this happen? So
that's also a really bad way to learn a language, because
flashing your dick at someone is not a great way to learn your language. But
I meant the movie side of things.
That.
Like the fucking, like, you hear these weeaboos like, I learned Japanese from anime. The problem with doing that is no one speaks like that in real life.
I've actually been told by my coworkers back when I was working at Lowe's, they said, like, if you want to learn Spanish, just start watching like fucking TV in Spanish. You'll pick it up. I'm just like, what? No way. And then my one coworker's like, yeah, that's how I learned how to speak Spanish. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He's like, had a full-on conversation with someone in Spanish. I'm like, bullshit. You had to have taken some lessons somewhere. That's fucking impossible.
Oh, these threads just like butter. Oh, thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Telemundo will teach me Spanish, because I've been meaning to get better at it, because my Spanish is not great. I can speak broken French. I can get my shit.
Oh, look at this guy. Han, surrender baguette.
Ferme la bouche. Like, the thing is, like, again, I grew up in the south of England. I don't mean southeast or southwest. I mean south, like Southampton, England. You can't get any more fucking south than that. You go further south from me, first you hit the 1950s in the Isle of Wight, and then you hit fucking northern France, okay? Like, day trips to France for alcohol were a 2 or 3 time a summer a deal for me. Like, so like going to France was pretty freaking common, and you always get a bunch of French tourists as well over because it was so close, right? And fucking... So, broken French to me makes sense. Spanish, I have just always been bad at. I have always been bad at it.
It's definitely a language, and it's a very gendered language, because like everything is just like...
yeah, French is the same way.
Yeah, it's like el and then la, and then just like ella.
It's got a male and a female pronoun, and there's jokes. There's like jokes in between there. Like, there's a great French joke where it's like je suis infâme. No, je suis n'est pas infâme. Je suis infâme, which doesn't translate to English properly, because in English it goes, I'm not inhuman, I'm a woman, which doesn't make any fucking sense in English. No. But in French it makes sense, because infâme is inhuman and infâme is I'm a woman. Which makes perfect sense in fucking French.
I kind of get it. But like, so like when it comes to learning languages, like I was trying to do Duolingo, and I learned how to say Juan come manzanas, which is just like Juan eats apples, and that's the only thing I took away from that. But
can you order a beer?
I can, but like the other thing, I learned one word because we were watching somebody play Final Fantasy 15, and I was trying to learn Spanish. Like, I wonder what this line would be in Spanish. It was just like, out of my seat, Jester, the king sits there, and I translated it, and I learned that clown is payaso. So I fucking love saying payaso. Oh, my Game Boy!
Oh, it works!
Oh, fuck yeah, baby!
That's
I was like, I hate this. I suck at this. This sucks. And now it's
and you
perfect.
pulled it out. You pulled it out. It looks amazing. Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you throw Pokemon Sapphire in that bitch? I want to see it. I just want to see it.
Oh.
He's doing it. This
Check
is like
how,
porn.
It actually fits in there too.
Oh, look at that. Oh, the color. I picked a great color. Bing. And the game didn't load.
Mine's isopropyl alcohol, that bitch.
There you go.
Yeah, it is my isopropyl. That was gonna give you.
Not the Q-tip.
Not that cute, laddie.
Get away. Get away. I love AVG and holy shit.
God.
Look at that shit.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
God. Such a stupid fucking meme.
I waited all stream for this. Oh, fuck. Look at that IPS. That backlit
1 hour
screen.
26.
Worth it. This is our longest podcast
Dude,
yet, and I'm happy.
I've said
I'm so
fucking
looking forward to
nothing
mine
this whole
getting it.
episode. Holy shit.
Yeah, me and Adam did the heavy lifting this episode.
That's fine. We spoke about a lot of things, honestly. So
We're going
I
until
think
hour 45. Fuck you guys. This is a very
Okay.
special
All right.
episode.
Okay. Tell you what. We're gonna do a very special episode, but to make up for the fact that I've been doing a lot of the talking, I'm gonna take a 5-minute breather on these two talks. I need to take a piss.
Okay.
desperately.
Yeah, go for
Go
it.
pee. Go pee, weak.
The most
bladder
professional
Brit,
podcast.
man.
Pee break.
I actually have the perfect fucking
Be right
topic
back.
while he's gone.
Okay, talk to me about this topic now that you guys headset off about how ugly and British he is.
No, so do you think that Adam pisses so loud that it sounds like fried chicken when he pees? Like, what kind of pee do you think he's about to go do right now?
Damn, boy, you frying chicken in there? You piss loud as fuck, and I think that's cool.
Check it out.
Fuck,
Devon.
that's awesome. Oh, that's
There you are.
awesome. That's me. I'm so happy. I cannot wait to play that. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to have that in my hands and play that.
I'm glad I finally got this built. Let me,
Me too.
install the this shit on the side just to make sure it doesn't accidentally short or something, and then it'll be good to
Okay.
go. Oh, and then I gotta
Amazing. I'm
put
so
these
happy.
stickers on the back too.
Oh yeah, you gotta
I'm
do
gonna
that
keep
too.
the
That's-
cover on so you can peel it yourself.
Yes, because it's like porn. You know, there's a whole subreddit of just like peeling shit off,
That
and I love that. Well, it's just like porn for some people.
Oh yeah,
And I
I restored this
accept
fucking
it.
sapphire. It wasn't working when I bought it. Whoops.
that's amazing.
Yeah. That's
So
probably
you're gonna restore it.
So
Are you
it's-
gonna restore an emerald too?
yeah. That's the intent because I've got this. Come on, come here. I've got this very fucked up emerald right here,
I'll take it.
and the battery contact on this side is completely melted off and isn't there anymore. So I have to create a new one,
Oh, fun.
which I've learned is actually possible now.
So you're gonna tackle that next?
Eventually, it's not my next project. I'm putting off as long as possible because I'm afraid I'll break the entirety of the board. Right now, it's just my it's my GBA backup for like if I want to fuck around with like some of the data or some shit on one of my actual copies. I'll put the Pokemon I want to keep in there and then transfer them back.
Yeah. Oh, he's transferring back and forth, and that's why Adam smells bad.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
And
Adam.
I'm back.
So we theorized that we were talking about how loud your piss is. Do you piss loud enough to where it sounds like fried chicken?
Sadly, no. My pussy is not ballin'.
Weak. Fucking weak. Look at this man. Fucking owns a bidet but can't piss like he's got fried chicken in there. What a bitch.
B-I-T-C.
Dude, get a bidets. Bidets are the best.
I'm not getting a bidet for my fucking shitty apartment.
Why not?
Get one of those ones you just remove it when you move out.
Because I'll forget because I'm stupid.
It costs $40 if you leave it behind. No one gives a shit. Let's buy a new one.
Yeah, actually, no one would even leave. No one would give a shit because then they would use it themselves and be like, "Oh, awesome! Now our assholes aren't shitting."
Dude, bidets. Oh,
Dude, bidets are one of the greatest inventions of all time.
How?
Not because.
How am I?
Hang on, Devon. Wait your turn. I'm sorry. That was mean. It was supposed to be a joke, but that came off as dickish. And the views and opinions of Satahara do not reflect Satahara. So bidets are the greatest thing ever because they make anal sex so much easier to ask for. But babe, I'm not clean. We have a bidet. You're fine. Let me in.
That's not how that works.
Knock knock.
How am I the submissive and breedable one when you two are going off about bidets and want to make your asshole sparkly clean?
I don't own a bidet.
Devon.
I'm just saying.
I just
like,
wash my
Devon.
ass in the shower.
my personal hygiene is to the point where I will regularly shower twice a day. Like,
Because you sweat a lot. Your wife confirmed this with us. You sweaty man thing.
I sweat at least once a day, and if I work out, I immediately shower after that. If I cut the grass, I shower immediately afterwards. Like, I am a sweaty guy, and I'm also a big guy. Though I'm looking at myself in the webcam, realizing, crap, I have lost weight the last couple of weeks.
You're a sweaty.
It's actually all of a sudden the loser.
You're a sweaty big guy that plays video games. Congrats. You're like half of Twitter.
Right, but I have a sexy accent, and I'm also not racist, misogynistic, or homophobic.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
So-
A tenth of Twitter.
Thank you.
You know, it's pretty racist to say you're not racist and also be a colonializer.
And he's the other half. Jesus.
Christ on a bike.
But
No, just Christ on a bike. With a tandem bike. With
the Christ
hassles,
bike is called the Crike.
crikey.
Is
Yep.
it?
Okay.
Crikey, man.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Christ is short for Crikel.
Christ is short for Crikel. I like that.
What the fuck?
I love that meme. Like, bike is short for Bikel.
Bikel.
Like, I don't know why it's so funny to me.
What is it? It was a water bike.
I don't know.
Was it a thing?
I don't.
On GTA with the jet skis.
I don't remember. Oh, motorbicycle.
Yeah,
Or
motorbike.
motorcycle.
That was it.
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
Yes.
That
So,
was
like,
it,
okay, so when
motorcycle.
we play GTA, Adam's wife has been calling them the jet skis. She calls them boatercycles, and I'm like, that is the greatest
amazing.
fucking name for anything ever, and that's what we call them now. So like,
So, yeah,
when we were watching,
we're like
me and Ali were watching Loki, and there's a character who really likes jet skis. I'm like, my man wants his motorcycle. I'm like, I love it. But oh my god, that's amazing. Oh
All
my
right.
god.
The anti-short protection has finally been installed.
woo woo woo.
Now time to seal
This
back
Game
up.
Boy is looking more and more done.
That's amazing. Oh, okay. So I when we were talking about Bikel, I thought of like how we called Jim, me and Xander called Jim Jimothy, and then my
Yes.
brain went to Jimothy,
have we talked-
Jimmy Neutron.
Have we talked
Go
about
ahead.
the Unremarkable Lives of Marty and Jim on the podcast yet?
I don't think we have. We can, but I want to touch on one thing before we do that. So my brain went from Jim to Jimothy to Jimmy Neutron to Mark DiCarlo, who's the voice actor for Hugh Neutron, and he's been doing voiceover requests for people in Hugh Neutron's voice,
AKA the
So-
Lord's work.
Yes, it's fucking amazing hearing Hugh Neutron go, looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Or he actually did one today. It was like, trans rights are human rights, and human rights are trans rights. It's the transient property. I was just like, Mark DiCarlo, you fucking gem.
It's the
I love
transient
you.
property.
Man.
I love that.
Or something like
That's amazing.
I fucking look up Mark DiCarlo's Twitter and you will find these amazing voiceover the memes he's been making with his Hugh Neutron voice. I
I saw the Shadow Realm one because that was amazing. Like, I'm getting to do the Shadow Realm, Jim.
it's just
down
down the street next to Chick-fil-A.
Right next to Chick-fil-A. I don't know, that's fucking
I loved
amazing.
it. And then like the other one he did was oh, bad DI, Jimbo. Looks like you're getting 0 to death. And, like that one killed me too. It's just like, dude, I love Mark DiCarlo. It makes me so happy to see a voice actor that I didn't know his name until recently, but like to see a voice actor that I really respect not be a massive piece of shit makes me so
voice
glad.
actors
Yet.
We did this last episode, but voice actors are fucking weird.
Yes, we are weird, and we're not going to talk about that again. But I'm just so glad that Mark DiCarlo is just a good guy. Oh, it makes me happy.
On the topic of fighting games, though, particularly like Smash Bros. Style fighting games like Nickelodeon is currently working.
Oh, right.
So today I was over at my mother-in-law's house. She just had a surgery done, nothing major, minor thing as she had done. And her partner's grandkids are over, and I'm hanging out with a little boy. He's like 7 years old. He has a Switch on him, and he's playing Smash Bros. He goes, "Do you want to play Smash Bros with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, why not?" He gives me the Joy-Con. I'm like, "Oh god, I'm playing a Joy-Con, whatever." I realized today I cannot play fighting games casually anymore. For those of you,
Did you
who
body
play-
a child in Smash?
See, it gets worse. It gets worse. For those of you who are unaware, I used to be semi-professional, semi-decent at Street Fighter 4. I never won any like major tournaments or anything like that. But you know, I did my fair share well, and as Devon will attest
Yeah,
to,
you're
I
really
played the most
good.
annoying rushdown characters.
He's really good.
So
like hold on before you continue. So for reference, I'm not the best Street Fighter 4 character because I don't.
You're not the best Street Fighter 4 character?
Whatever. I'm not the best Street Fighter 4 player because like I can't FADC and I know what it is. I can't.
And I do that in my sleep.
I know what a one frame link is, but I understand some of the properties of the game, but I do not know the game fundamentally to a point that Adam does, and for that reason, he can beat me no problem. Like, he doesn't really have to try. Like, I can grief him with Zangief a little bit, but he's still gonna
And then I
beat
switched to
me.
Eva Rhea.
Yeah, it was over.
It was a mess.
So like so Adam is good at fighting games. Like, I will admit that.
Like, I understand Street Fighter 4, and I played the game for like from vanilla all the way to the end of Ultra. Got into Street Fighter 5 for a little bit, and then fell off the train when season 2 happened, because I fell out of love with it, and I'm like, I'm done here. But so when I play Smash with friends, particularly Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate, I typically grab Ryu, because I understand this character works. It's basically Street Fighter 4 Ryu just in Smash, right?
Right.
This kid's like 7, like, and he's like, yeah, I play these characters, and he's talking who he plays. He seems to like to play the anime swordsman trope. He played a lot of Sephiroth. He played a little bit of Terry. I don't know swordsman, but he played that. He played Chrom. Really like Kazuya. He's like, well, I like this new character. He came out. He's a devil. I'm like, oh, it's Kazuya. He's from Tekken. What's he from? Tekken. Ask your dad. And he's playing Kazuya, and we're playing. You want to play? Yeah, whatever. He gives me a Joy-Con. I'm like, oh god, I play on a fucking whatever. I play on the Joy-Con, and I'm working at the buttons, and then he comes at me. I don't know what Kazuya's move's called, but he just basically walks forward and does like the step punch.
Yeah.
He does that, and let's just say 2010 to 2014 era Adam kicked in. I hit the shield button, I parry it perfectly, and proceed to wail on him.
Oh my god, Adam.
For like 15 seconds.
Oh my, he's 7, Adam.
He's 7.
He's 7. And you gave him the smoke.
Oh god.
And the worst part is we're playing stamina. No, we're not playing percentage. We're playing stamina. So like I do like an 80 HP, like 80% of his life is just gone. And this kid's just like, what? Oh my goodness! And I'm like, I stop after I'm done. I'm like, oh, Adam, stop. And I realize I can't play these games casually anymore, because I just kicked this kid from like one side
evil.
of it to
like
the
if
other.
it's an adult, that's a different story. Yeah, absolutely go ham. That's fine. But like that's a child, Adam. Oh,
like,
but that reminds me. So like, okay, so like on my wedding night, we go back to my wife's parents' house, and they're having a party there. It's an after party, and I have my Switch hooked up, and the kids are all there, and they all want to play Smash, and they're fighting each other. Well, these kids are probably like 7, 8, maybe 9, and they're playing Smash, and they're having a good time. They want to fight me because it's my Switch. Like, you want to play me? It's like, yeah, we want to fight you. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And like, I go in, and I'm not going to play Chrom because that's my main. I'm not going to go off and play Chrom like an asshole and just be a dick. So I pick like, I don't remember who I picked. I think I just picked someone like Captain Falcon or something like that, just to mess around with them, just like to land a Falcon punch for fun. And this kid is just like trying to pop off on me. Like I let him get like one kill, like just to build up his confidence a little bit. Yeah. And he pops off on me. He's like, "Oh, did you see that? Oh, look at that stock, baby! Boom!" I was just like, "This kid's really starting to ask for it." And now it's on. I was just like, nah, it's just one stock. It's fine. And like, I'm just playing around, and he's down to like 2 stocks, and then he gets I give him another stock just for fun. He's like, oh, I'm so good at this game. You suck, dude. I can't believe you play this game. I'm like, and that's where I snapped. I'm like, oh, I suck, huh? And this kid goes to recover. I don't remember who was playing. I think it was playing like Greninja or something. He goes to recover. I just like jump up and just like meteor like smash this guy. I'm like, bam, with like Captain Falcon's down there, and he's just like dead. He's just like, all right, well, I got another stock on you. That's fine. I'll be fine. I can win this one. And I just start doing Captain Falcon air combos. I'm just like kick, land, kick, land, kick, knee, and just like he's out of there. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. You're doing so well. This fucking kid.
See, for me, I can at least say it was his old instincts kicking in. For you, you would have been a dick.
Oh no, I mean like it's just like I was being nice until the kid started it. And when the kid started it, that's when I went off. And I was just like, all right, hold on now. And it was so funny because he's like, oh, I want to go again. Let me go again. I'm like, okay. And then like, I play Captain Falcon. No, I play Donkey Kong this time because I'm just like I'm an asshole Donkey Kong because it's fun. And like I whomp him again because he's just like I give him like another stock, and he pops off again. Like, did you not learn your lesson last time? And I just like the folly of youth. The folly of youth, man. It's just like it was so funny. And then like the other kid wanted to play too, and then I would just let them beat the crap out of each other. I just dodge their attacks the whole time, just like, yeah, no, have fun. and they just beat the crap out of each other, and then they come after me and just like I get them, but then like they're just like, okay, well we want to do 2-on-1. I'm like, you want to do 2-on-1 with me? Like, yeah, because you're really good. I'm like, okay, and I give it to him. I let him do 2v1 with me. And I think they beat me because they just kept teaming up on me, and I wasn't playing a character who was my main. So it's just like, all right, okay, no, that's fine. Okay, we'll go again. But we beat you. I'm like, yeah, but you got to win the set, guys. You got to win the set. So I pull out my Crom,
Devon,
and I 3-stocked them both.
Devon. Like, see, for me, at least I switched. I realized immediately, okay, I can't do this properly, so I switched over to a couple of different characters. I think I was playing Bowser by the end of it, but like, oh god, did I feel awful? I felt awful. Like, what's what was I felt awful with Bowser as well, because the kid was playing like Min and like, you know, the characters he just liked the look of, and he's like doing like long range stuff, and I'm like, you really want to? Okay, so run up. Did the fucking shield block again, because Bowser's really got the parry, like really just the block thing. Gun forward, side B, slammed him off the stage.
Another thing you could do
Adam, stop.
specifically,
Adam, stop. It's a kid.
Specifically with Bowser, you just hold shield and then up B out of shield. It never fails.
Oh god, I did it because I basically did that, and then I dashed forward, did the side B thing, and took him off the edge of the stage.
Oh, good lord.
And I'm like, I'm realizing after we played 4 or 5, I'm like, I'm gonna put the controller down now because I don't know how to turn off in this kind of game anymore.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I like
it's little sister's right there, and I'm like, why don't you play a sister? I don't want to play with her. I'm like, why not? She doesn't understand it. So you got me like, it's 4-button fighting game. This isn't goddamn Guilty Gear. Like, trust me, she can understand this just fine.
Guilty. You don't have to Roman cancel, you fucking kid. And then Xander's over here. Xander's over here and was Roman canceling at like 8. So like.
Yeah, but I say we'll play some KOF Kid, and I'll teach you how to do some pretzel motions. Then he can start talking to me, right? And it's just like he's being really mean to his sister. So I'm like, okay, well, you're family, right? Sort of indirectly family. Next time any kids are over here, I'll bring my Switch over and I'll bring my dock over, and I'm gonna teach your sister how to play Kirby to wind you up.
Ooh, that's mean, but understandable.
I'm gonna make his sister into a little monster just to wind him up.
That's amazing. I love fighting games so much.
Dude, I don't play them enough anymore.
Me either. I want to play them more. I like the only one I play is Smash, and I don't really consider that very much of a fighting game. It's more of like a party brawler.
Platform fight.
I think so. But like for me, like my fighting game of choice is always going to be like BlazBlue or Tekken or Guilty Gear. Like they're just fun. I also love Street Fighter as well. It's a blast. And like
I've been meaning to rebuy Dragon Ball Fighters on PC, so I might pick that back up.
I love Dragon Ball Fighters. That's so fun. But no, like I said, Xander was over there fucking doing Roman cancels at 8 years old. Yeah, so I mean, you know,
the first game I ever played. Ow, bitch! Just need my desk. God damn it!
This is not Xander's podcast.
The first game I ever played was fuck. That's a great game, actually.
This is the worst.
Episode 4, Xander ducks out for
this is the worst episode of a podcast I've ever been on in my life.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad. Anyway, the first game I ever played in the entirety of my life was the original Tekken on PS1. I still have the original copy of it. Fucking sitting up on my desk right here. Fucking... The first game I ever owned personally was Guilty Gear.
So you basically got thrown to the wolves.
He did. Yep. That's how he got so good at BlazBlue so fast. Because like I kind of just
Devon was like
carry over. Yeah.
Devon was like, oh yeah, the guys who made Guilty Gear made this game. And I was like, wait, what? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I've played that before. And then I studied.
Yeah, and he learned quick. Like it went from like being a free win to oh fuck, I have to try now. Like holy shit, he picked up so fast, and I miss our rivalry because we would just play BlazBlue all the fucking time. Like we just run sets all fucking day. Like that was peak fighting game me was when I was living with Xander, and we just fucking played BlazBlue all the time.
Is there like a PC version you two could get back into?
Yeah, but
the PC version sucks. Yeah,
fair enough. How's the netcode and fighters? Because like
so bad.
I understand. Damn, I understand like playing Street Fighter with me is it's not very fun if you're Devon or Xander. Let's just say that it's very fun if you're me.
Playing Street Fighter for me isn't fun in the slightest at all.
Yeah, the only one he even likes is Third Strike, which I understand because it's my favorite too.
Third Strike. Actually, I have the online. I have the collection on Steam. We should.
I have it on PS4.
We should watch it on Steam. It probably on something like
yeah. I might nab it just to play Third Strike because dude. Of all the Street Fighter games, Third Strike just fits my style, and I just love it. It's just my favorite.
I play third strike like an asshole.
Yeah, so do I. Everyone does.
Well, no, I like play it. I slow it down intentionally. Like it's very funny. It's like game wants you to be aggressive and fast and parry and go in there, right? And I play it slow, methodical.
God, who do you
entirely drying you up?
Who do you fucking
Which is so
play?
funny because you see, I play Youlean and Remy, which is so funny because you see me play Street Fighter 4, and what do? I speed it up. I set the tempo. I rush you the fuck down. I sit you on your ass. I throw an unblockable.
That's me and Blaze
Blue.
Blue.
Like, oh, for God's sake! You're like, for God's sake, again. I'm like, yes, again. Learn to fucking counter the grab. Oh, me playing Street Fighter 4 like gives me a stick.
You saying the phrase "learn to counter the grab" reminded me of the time I just grabbed Devon 4 times in a row in Blaze Blue, and he got so mad he threw the controller at me.
Wow!
He just kept running up and grabbing me. I'm like, stop that! Stop it! Stop!
I was just like, press the throw button. That's how you break it. You're like, I know, just stop it.
What is grab and blast blue? Is it back and heavy?
No, it's triangle circle, or actually, it's BC.
I got you. So it's like Street Fighter Third Strike and Street Fighter 4 Star, where you press the 2 together.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, then
so
it's even easier then.
Yeah, but it's just like I was trying. My brain. I don't even remember which Blaze Blue even was it. I don't remember. It's probably Continuum Shift.
Chrono Phantasma.
Was it Chrono Phantasma?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it was probably Chrono Phantasma then. Yeah. No, that checks out. And like he's just that means I was playing Terami at this time because that was the only thing you could do to stop Terami was grab him. Because it's just like it's either grab Terami or block low back in that game.
I would do this dumb shit where I would run straight at him and Ragna's fucking down B, that little fucking foot thing. It was so fast that I would time the slide animation of the end of the dash and fucking go in there and like straight up like do a fucking like a home run.
Was it plus on block?
Something like that, but it's like a home run fucking like, slide when you're trying to get to the base before you're out and shit, and I would do that and it would fucking hit fucking Devon and I'd fucking scoop him up from there, and that was the one that pissed him off.
Oh, right. No, because Ragna has a special grab. So if you trip your enemy and press 2-2-C, which is down circle, he'll pick them up and punch them in the stomach, and it'll put you in a crumple state, and you can continue the combo from there. And that's what he would do, and that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, speaking of crumple states, until today, I completely forgot how busted Ryu's focus attack is in Smash Bros.
Yeah,
it's so busted.
It's insane.
Oh,
it's almost as insane as like Kazuya's, and Kazuya's pretty fucking insane in Smash.
Yeah, it's like he was trying his hardest to do Kazuya stuff. I think he just liked the fact that he went ahead of the grabber Kazuya where he turns to the devil and throws characters.
I mean, that's yeah. Well, that's just was it a Shoryuken input?
He's 7. Let him have this.
No, I'm no. I was just saying, like, it's just a Shoryuken input. I mean, like, when I was younger, I had issues doing that too. Like, my first fighting game was fucking Street Fighter 2 and Virtua Fighter. So, like,
Virtua Fighter is a way to learn combo because that's like every fucking character's bread and butter is 1-frame links. Jesus,
my dad was an asshole. My dad was such a fucking asshole in that game. Because, like, okay, so, like, when I was a kid, I played Jackie because, like, I thought he was cool. And, like, he reminded me of, like, a Super Saiyan. Even though I barely knew what a Super Saiyan was because he just had blonde hair and it was spiked up. I'm like, yeah, he's cool. And he can do a backflip kick. That's so fucking cool. I like doing a backflip kick. So, like, my dad would fucking play Wolf and Jeffrey, the grapplers, and he would just fucking grab me and just fucking throw me out of the fucking ring like an asshole. I'm like, this isn't fun. I'm not having fun, Dad, because you're just grabbing me and throwing me like it's not even fair. He's just like, well, learn how to deal with the grab. I'm like, no, it's not fair, Dad. You're just grabbing me and throwing me. I just want to do a backflip kick and do cool shit. So then, like, I got so fucking frustrated. So then, like, I put that down. I stopped playing that for a bit, and me and him go play fucking Street Fighter. And that I play Ryu because, like, it's just fucking Ryu. Who cares? But my dad, you know who my dad fucking played Street Fighter 2? Fucking Blanca. My dad played fucking Blanca. So, like, I try to run up and punch him. He just like, and he like electrocute himself. I'm just like, why are you like this, Dad? Why are you such an asshole in this game specifically to me? He's just like, catch the smoke, son. I'm like, no, Dad. He didn't really say that, but you know what I mean. But like, he would just fucking destroy me.
Hey, Jamo,
so then we go play Mortal Kombat 2, right? Because we have Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Saturn, and like that's where I started playing Sub-Zero. Guess who my dad fucking played? Fucking Scorpion.
Yeah.
No. My dad didn't play Scorpion. My dad played fucking Liu Kang.
Like I do.
Yeah, and he would just like the beginning of every match. You know what my dad would do?
Bicycle kick.
Immediately, he would immediately start with either a bicycle kick or a high kick, which is super fucking fast. It comes out in like a couple of frames if you do the high kick, and he would just high kick the beginning of the match, like the one where he launches himself at you, and I would just be like, oh shit, and like it would just knock me on my ass, and then he would just combo me into fucking hell, and I just like I hate
the
this.
flying kick where it goes, whoa!
Yeah, the flying kick in too. He just go whoa! And just like hit you. I was just like, Dad, why are you doing this to me? Like, why?
See, I realized now that at a very young age I had fighting game fundamentals down, because me and my brother, we had Mortal Kombat 3 for Mega Drive or Genesis that was in the States.
Oh, I had it on Sega Saturn.
I played Liu Kang because I like Kang, and I worked out by accident how to do his fireball. And I realized he had two heights, the high and the low.
Yeah.
And I used to piss my brother off a ton because I would start the match by throwing fireballs. Like, and I'm realizing Babby Adam at like the age of like 9 or 10, I was probably too young to be playing that game.
We all
worked
were.
out zoning. He worked out zoning because he used to get close to me, and then I do the down and the uppercut, and I'm like, oh my god, I just worked. I'm realizing now I worked out zoning from a very young age.
Yeah. Well, like, and at that point, like, I would start playing with my brother, and because my brother was younger than me, so like I would just like it was better than having like the arcade, or like having like, well, not an actual arcade, but better than having like playing the arcade mode or playing against like the bots, because like my brother played, it was actually a person, and he was learning as he played, and that's how JJ won't admit it, but he's very good at fighting games. Like, he's incredibly good to the point where I get fucking frustrated and I have to put it down, because like we got JJ to play Guilty Gear. He played Guilty Gear Exerd, and he watched Xander play Soul, because that's Xander's main. Xander plays Soul, and JJ learned how to play Soul bad guy by watching Xander and all the years of being my punching bag in fighting games. Like he took all that knowledge and he learned how to play, and he got really good. He got really good out of nowhere. I was just like, how did this happen?
Thank
like, what happened
Christ.
here? It's on! Yay!
Woo! The shoulder buttons work.
They do.
See, for me, I learned actually a lot of inputs and stuff, because I learned to play. Was it
like my
Bloody Raw Primal Fury?
I never played that until I was like way older. But like my fighting games when I was a kid were, like I said, sorry, I just burped in the mic. I'm so sorry. That was gross. My games as a kid were Virtua Fighter.
What the fuck happened?
Street Fighter 2.
So we're going to quickly fucking seal this thing up, and right now I want you guys to go top 5 porn videos. Go.
Okay, top 5 porn videos. That one with the girl that wrote on the penis. Number 2, the one with the two girls doing sex things together because it's a thing I like and another thing I like, and hey, they did the thing together. Number 3, the one with the two girls doing the thing on the penis. Number 4, the one with the boobies. And number 5, that one time Janet Jackson had her titty exposed.
That's porn.
Well, to me, it was when I was a kid.
Okay, you want my answer? You want a serious answer? Or you want a
whichever
answer?
one that you want to give me, bruh.
I think the best pornography series of all time is Game of Thrones. You can find it streaming now on
I prefer the
HBO.
porn parody Game of Bones.
Game of Bones.
Following that, I think the other great porn film of our time is The Matrix Reloaded. And in third place, we want the video game adaptation Rampage, starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Or sorry, actually his counterpart Wayne the Cock Johnson.
Wayne the Cock Johnson. What a cock!
Second, it'll be the eternal PlayStation 1 classic Pepsi Man, or is he called, or as it actually goes, Pop Pussy Man. And best of all time, number 1 is gotta be, without fail, no question about it, Hideo Kojima's eternal classic Death
Ooh,
Stranding.
that actually is a good porno.
Yeah, it's a very good porno.
I like the part where he marries
one of the
his
three of
mom.
us who haven't played it.
So there's a great BDSM scene where they're together and they're running around on like next to the ocean, and he goes, "I'll be Mario and I'll be Princess Beach." Only she doesn't say beach, she says bitch, and she's holding like a dog leash because she wants to be walked because she's into that kind of.
Okay, I don't know if you're joking or not because you two have played Death Stranding and I haven't.
I have not played Death Stranding.
Cool.
I'm just making memes.
All right, cool. Because I was just like, that sounds like something Kojima would do, though.
No, Death Stranding is Kojima did DMT
The Princess Beach
and then
thing is.
just fucking wrote a video game about his drug trip.
Okay.
I'll check it out at some point. I just don't want to. Pay for it.
Okay, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something.
I fucking hate walking simulators.
I'm going to say something that might make you guys change your opinion on my wife. Okay.
Okay.
She does not want me to get Death Stranding because she does not like the newer Hideo Kojima stuff.
That's fine.
Or I think she doesn't, or maybe she doesn't like Kojima in general. I don't know. But she says she does not want it in her house. I'm
Hot
just like,
take.
but I want to play it though.
She's
Hot
her own
take.
person. That's fine.
Death Stranding's probably the greatest fucking video game Kojima's made.
Oh.
See, I am scared because some people say that, and a lot of people point out that it's basically a walking simulator with a few extra layers on top of it, and I'm like, I fucking hate.
It's not Gone Home.
I think
Don't worry.
Like, you guys heard me go off about like Layers of Fear, which is apparently the least walking simulator there is, and I've gone off on that game a few times. For those who haven't seen me go off on it, go watch my old Outlast video because I did a mini detour into reviewing Layers of Fear halfway through it because I fucking hate Layers of Fear. And oh god, like there's another one I got tricked into playing, Abzu, I think, that when you're underwater and like you're floating around and like going.
I own that, but I've never played it.
I got it on PS4 as part of like PlayStation
Yeah,
Plus,
same.
and I was like, this was free, and I still want my hour and a half back.
Yeah.
Like I really fucking hate walking simulators.
I'm not a big
with
fan.
Passion.
So Death Stranding, the best way
like-
for me to explain it is it's not a walking simulator. It's a survival horror game
Okay.
where you half of it is building new constructs and connecting a bunch of settlements together, and then the other half of it is fucking delivering packages and shit. And the delivering packages isn't just walking. You can drive, you can use the constructs you've made, you can build new machines and vehicles and stuff to go around and stuff. You can use those vehicles for other things. And then on top of that, the encounters with the BTs, the survival horror stuff, actually has a pretty fucking cool and intricate combat system that I didn't think they were going to implement, to the point where I got so addicted to actually like trying to go and hunt the BTs and shit. Why are you not fucking turning on again?
See, I got into Metal Gear in a really weird way because I got into Metal Gear at Phantom Pain, which is I appreciate is bizarre.
Can I say actually I got into it at Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more normal than Phantom Pain because you come in at Phantom Pain, you're wondering what the fuck is going on with any of these characters.
So I played Metal Gear Rising, and then after that, I played Metal Gear Solid 4, which I enjoyed. I really like Metal Gear Solid 4.
I haven't played 4 yet. I've got it though.
It's
but
fun.
I just suck it up and use the PS3 for a bit.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I really enjoy
The PlayStation 3 right needs to go on a different episode because Xander's heard me go off of the PS3. Devon's heard me go off about how much I fucking hate the PS3, and both of them have gone, yeah, valid.
Yeah. Like I like my PS3. I don't want to turn this into a PS3 rant, but I liked my PS3. But like, I'll be honest, like once I got a PS4 and I got more of the games I was playing on PS3 ported to different systems, I kind of haven't touched my PS3 unless I'm trying to play a PS1 game. Like
Because anything on the system worth a damn got ported to PS4.
exactly. Like
because they were just like, nix that.
Like the only thing I play on my PS3 now is like I played the Yu-Gi-Oh game that I recorded. I played Silent Hill 1 because we had it digitally, and I think I played another PS1 game.
If you're gonna buy that game, please buy it on there because don't spend like over $100 on a physical copy of it.
I wish I could get Silent Hill 2 and 3
ridiculous.
digitally. That's another thing. Like, why is there not a fucking digital store for a lot of different PS2 games? Like, I know there is for like
why are the classics not on PS5 yet?
yeah, that's a great question. Like, I could download and play Persona 3 off the PlayStation 3. Like, it was on the PlayStation Store. I could play it. Why can't I play it on my PS5? Like, why is there not a PS2 collection man.
This is a Sony thing. Sony has a thing against their back catalog. There was a comment made by one of their execs at a Gran Turismo event, and they had like a whole bunch of the older games lined up, and he made a comment of like, "Oh God, why does I want to play these old ones?" And I'm like,
Jim Ryan.
Because they were good. Thank you, Ryan, whatever his fucking name was, cunt. And like he completely missed the point as to why people play these old games, and a lot of the time it's because they were better. And I'm not saying that because I'm some weird awful boomer. I'm saying that because a lot of series have gone one sequel or one iteration too far and kind of shat the bed. Gran Turismo is actually a great example, wasn't it? Gran Turismo, which one was it that took years to develop and came out and was really underwhelming?
I don't know. I've only ever played Gran Turismo 3.
I think it was 5 on PS3. It took years to come out, and then like a year later they released 6. To give you an idea, like it was that underwhelming, and people were still playing 4. Fucking oh my god. Like, they have a thing against their back catalogue, and, like, don't even remember that thing happened. Play new game. I'm like, but I want to play old game. I want to remember old game.
Yeah.
Like, no, play new game.
Why are they so focused on trying to get... okay, no, never mind. I get why they're so focused on trying to get you to play the new games. It's because that's what gives them money. They don't get money for you playing old games. But it's just like...
Actually, they can if they put, like, a digital version out on their storefront for me to download and play on my thing. They will get tons of money.
Yeah.
For that
Fucking put it
because
together
I have a
before it
bigger
stops.
catalog.
Okay. Speedrun. Put the Game Boy back together. Done.
Like, they would get lots of
They
money.
would.
Out of that.
They get a lot of money out of my ass.
I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 3 made them an awful lot of money in digital sales from PlayStation 1 and 2 games
Yeah.
that were available for download.
Yeah.
So, like, they would make it... Fuck it! Nintendo makes shitloads of money off the eShop.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Like, granted, they're doing it differently now with their online membership, and it's like the online console. But I'm willing to bet they probably make a ton of money off of that too.
If they made
Like, making
it
fun of
to where I
that
could play 64 games on my Switch, that'd be great. I would enjoy that. I really would.
I would like some GameCube games on
That
there.
too.
I think I'd like Luigi's Mansion on there, like a few different ones on
It
there.
obviously can handle it because the Super Mario 35 collection.
I think Nintendo should license the PlayStation 2 library and put PlayStation 2 games on the Switch.
Oh my god. Yes, your brain's so big.
I just feel like it would be super easy for them to do.
It would. It would be super easy.
You know what's kind of... I know he's being a shitlord right now, but what's kind of funny is like Sony will probably throw his... You know, probably be fine with them doing it with their original
Microsoft
catalog. Microsoft, yeah. Like, yeah, you want to license the Xbox games?
Could you imagine
fuck
playing,
it, here's Halo.
Could you imagine playing Blinks the Time Sweeper on fucking Nintendo Switch?
Yes, I can actually.
That's a game. That's a game I've thought about.
I can see
years.
Microsoft just being down for it. Like Microsoft's like, yeah, just put it on a system. We get a cut. Yeah, fuck it. Here's Halo. Here's Blinks. Here's Grab by the Ghoulies. Do Pinata. Do what you want.
Didn't they try to make? Wasn't like didn't they try to make Blinks the Time Sweeper their mascot, and then like it sucked, and like everyone was just like, wait, this Halo guy is cool, and that became the mascot.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the original Halo came out at like the perfect time for the original Xbox. It was having worse than the Dreamcast level sales. That game came out and everyone went, ooh,
God,
what's this?
I want to have an episode where we talk about Halo because I know Xander loves Halo, and I have appreciation for it because I never played a lot of it.
So I'll be sat here going, the whole way through because I'm indifferent to it, completely indifferent.
Really?
If I have an episode talking about Doom,
well, see, they go in tandem with each other when you think
I don't
about
like
it.
Doom games until 2016.
Well, I'm like, I love Doom 2016. I love Doom Eternal, the
I
classic
enjoy
games.
it. I need to finish it. I need to finish Doom 2016.
Oh, so good.
And then, yes, thank God. All right, let's put in the next
Woo!
next couple screws and it's done. Hoy vey.
He is having a stream.
He's having a stroke.
You awaken with a cold sweat. There's a Game Boy Advance next to you. You turn it on for instructions, but the screen doesn't start. You wonder, how did this happen? How can I move forward if the screen won't turn on? You see tools next to you. Do they expect you to rebuild the Game Boy yourself? Must you fix it in order to get the message across on how to get out of this abhorrent nightmare realm? You wonder. For 5 straight minutes and no answer comes to you, so you begin to deconstruct the Game Boy, taking out its broken screen and replacing it with the new one, fresh. But a dilemma happens. When you turn it on, the screen still doesn't work. No matter how many times you open it up and reconfigure it, the screen won't work. It won't turn on, my friend. It will not acknowledge your superiority and will not let you go past go. You try and try desperately in vain until eventually your brain breaks. Your sanity collapses and you go into a new reality. A reality where the Game Boy Advance works! Yes! This has been Insert Title here, and I have built Devon a Game Boy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to, oh, fuck you, phone. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, because share, listen to my music, subscribe to Technical Cake Mix, subscribe to Devon VO on Twitch and Twitter. Go to our fucking stupid fucking social media accounts and fucking tell us my life isn't meaningless and I didn't waste all of it. I didn't waste 2.5 fucking hours building a Game Boy. I didn't waste it, George. I did it good. This was a good episode, and David Draymond is going to tell me why I'm such a good boy. Ah!